7:05 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian here, Lauren here. You are here. How are you? Welcome to your Monday morning. And the weather is a Monday morning. I hope you like rain and 40s because it's your day. Oh, man. Welcome, though. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. You had 2 days off at least, right? Now we're back at it, going to school, going to work. A lot of you damn kids, it's your last month of school. This is it. I know the not daughter's done before June.
Yeah.
So you got like four more weeks left.
Our kids are out May 25th, I think.
I despise the paper we use.
I know.
For this company. Why? Is it the thinnest paper that you can buy?
I think because every time you go to put it up on that stand, it's like, woo. It like slips down every time.
Falls right down.
And then you fight with it and crease it and angrily try and put it back on the stand.
And then it finally stays.
For a bit.
There it is.
It'll happen again before the end of the show.
There you are, Sheets. I see you now. Always messing with me. But it is Monday, and we're glad to have you with us. Our phone number is 330-450-9292. Our text line is 330-269-9292. Thank you to everybody having us on your radios. Thank you to everyone streaming us online at Q92radio.com. And thank you to everyone now watching along on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. We do it now every day from 7 to 10. You guys can check out. If you haven't yet, you should do so. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, you should. If you're not following us on Twitter, you should. If you're not subscribing to the Q92 YouTube page, you should. In fact, do it now. I'll wait. Thank you. Coming up this hour, Cedar Point season passes. Getting another finalist. 3 of you are getting hooked up with a pair of passes to Cedar Point. 8 o'clock hour, Alicia Keys tickets. Also, in the 8 o'clock hour, Cracked Egg Trivia. We got that for you. 9 o'clock hour, more Cedar Point passes. 9 o'clock hour, Missed Connections. And in the 9 o'clock hour, hopefully Mark Johnson will be joining us for another update of the week ahead. You know, it's the first week of May. The Rubber Ducks are home this week. Cleveland will be home for the end of the week. The Guardians, what kind of weather are we looking at for us? If we're looking to go do something or check out a ball game, maybe go check out a high school track meet or baseball game. I can tell you what the first part of the week is going to be. I heard some really encouraging news from a Youngstown weatherman, though.
Well, that's good. I heard after Wednesday, though, things are going to start looking up.
Now I give him credit. He put his cojones out there in the wind if he's wrong. But he said this will be there's a good chance within the next 48 hours you might see some snow flying around. That's going to happen on May 1st, by the way.
Thanks, Christian.
Even Mark already mentioned it.
Oh, whatever.
So
okay.
You got 2 weathermen telling you.
Yeah.
You're going to see. But he said.
Oh, I was going to say, can you get to
Twitter,
the good news?
He said that he believes this is the final, any type of snow of the season and the final deep frost of the season.
Good.
He thinks that's it.
Yeah, I'm
he
ready.
Thinks this is the end.
Good.
Ballsy weatherman from Youngstown, but I like his style. So, we get through the middle of this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Woo! We might finally be here. It might finally be time for 60s and 70s all the time.
I'll tell you what, everybody was shopping at Lowe's and Home Depot yesterday like it was already 60 and 70 out. My gosh.
I'll tell you this, too. The weather didn't stop any golfers.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I was, obviously, you guys know I live by Mill Creek Golf Course. Hole 4, tee off. Say hi if you're ever there. I was very shocked with the weather. I kept hearing ting.
Yeah.
I go, no way. I'd look out. I'll be damned. There's a fourth.
I'd say 45 and up.
They were golfing.
Some of them will. Yeah.
They were golfing.
They're itching to get out.
I was like, man, good for you guys. Screw this. I want to golf. I like it. May.
Yeah.
Time to golf. So I have a couple of things to talk about here this morning with you people. I had a not majestic moment with a deer, but I had a moment with a deer this weekend. I also got my new couch, kind of.
Oh, no.
Kind of. You guys, if you've been listening to the show over the years, you know that if it can go wrong,
it will.
It will go wrong. And as usual,
it went wrong.
It went wrong. It went somewhat wrong. We'll explain that. That's coming up. Good God. What do you want to do first, deer or couch later on?
Oh, couch. Give me couch.
We'll start off with couch. Coming up in a little bit this hour. Right now, it's Rema, Selena Gomez. It's Calm Down. It's Q92. Because everybody thinks they're a genius because they put Italian dressing on meat and grilled it.
I made dinner.
Everyone does.
It's grilled chicken marinated in Italian.
Guess what I cooked it in? Italian.
That's
Shocking.
funny because it's true.
Everyone does that. They think they've recreated the wheel.
Yeah.
Problem is, you guys don't realize you put too much. It makes the steak or whatever bitter.
I don't know about that.
Lightly, you're supposed to lightly. Same thing with beer can chicken. Don't put the full beer can in there of all its beer.
Oh, yeah.
Where all you taste is beer.
No, that's really only for what? Like the steaming effect, to like cook it from the inside out to make it super tender.
You gotta pour some of that beer out.
Oh, yeah. We only leave like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches in the can.
Yeah.
You drink it first, and then you use it.
That's how it's, but not a sip. You should take a good
drink
chug.
Over half the can. Yeah.
Drink that Busch Light. What was the biggest mistake you ever made as a teenage driver?
As a teenage driver?
Yes.
Actually, I was still a teenager when I did this. I went off the road and flipped my car and hit a telephone pole.
Okay, well, that's dark.
That one wins.
Wasn't looking to go that dark. But okay.
I mean,
teenage, it was your fault? It was your fault?
Well, yes and no. My back right tire blew out, and where I was, there was kind of a drop-off on the side of the road, so it took me off the side of the road, and I couldn't get back up over it to correct.
Fair enough.
So I just kept going, and then the pole stopped me.
When I was 16, I remember I was going to my buddy's house. I was on the wrong street, and I realized, this isn't the right road. What am I doing? So I pulled into someone's driveway and went to back out. I was in a gray Ford Lynx. Look up that car. It looks a lot like the Ford Escort.
Okay.
But like the 80s, 90s
so
Ford
weird.
Escort.
I flipped a Ford Escort.
But it was called a Lynx. Don't ask me why.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it looked identical to a Ford Escort from the 90s, late 80s.
Gotcha.
And I went in the driveway. I was like, okay, let's turn around. Backed out of that person's driveway and totally took their mailbox out of the ground and on the, totally took their mailbox, put it right on the ground. I got out of my car. I looked around. I waited, honest to God, waited for probably a minute and a half for a neighbor to come outside, the owner to come outside, scared poopless, ready to pee myself, thinking I was about to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever came out. No neighbors looking out windows. No one came out. I drove off.
Christian.
How was I supposed to do? Put up camp?
The mailbox probably had their address on it. You could have gone to the door and been like, I'm sorry.
I waited as long as my conscience would let me. And then I was like, well, I mean, obviously no one saw it.
Your conscience doesn't have patience.
Obviously no one saw it. It made a noise. I drove off. There was a wedding.
On a Thursday?
A Thursday wedding at Mill Creek Park, which is for your photos, absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, there was those beautiful tulips and all that in the background.
There's a famous rose garden at Mill Creek Park. There's all kinds of great places. The wedding parties always are at Mill Creek Park. There's weddings at Mill Creek Park, but we got there and I'm like, Thursday at 5. And I mean, I'm not trying to no way do I mean this, but you'd think okay, that's kind of like a wedding that's not well-to-do. I don't know how to explain it. You would think that'd be like a Dollar General wedding, not a, you know what I mean?
Why? A Thursday wedding?
Yeah. These people looked like they were loaded.
Well, they're older individuals. Maybe did they look retirement age?
No.
Oh.
20s, maybe 30s?
Maybe.
Probably 30s.
Maybe because they are loaded. They were going to get on a jet last night and fly to some exotic location for a 2-week honeymoon. Maybe.
I'm just saying, when you have a wedding during the actual week, you would think tone down. You know what I mean?
Why?
Because it's a Thursday. Everyone's got to work the next day. Everyone probably had to work today. So you're not going to have a reception.
Maybe the reception's tonight.
Could be.
Maybe.
But I just mean, like, you probably aren't going for the elaborate stuff because it's toned down. It's Thursday. You just want to get married. Listen, the fiance and I talk about not having a wedding at all and just getting married.
Yeah.
Because
I do think the Thursday night
we think about that.
Yeah, it's a little odd. Friday weddings even still catch me off guard. My nephew's getting married on a Friday, and I was like, I got to bust out of work.
I'll bet you that wedding was cheaper.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
And they had a gorgeous day.
Yeah, they did. They got very lucky.
I just wonder if I had to wait for everybody to get off work.
Yeah, what
I'm
time
almost
was
there.
it? What time were you?
We got to the park at 5.
Okay, people probably had to cut out a little
Beautiful.
early. How many people were in attendance?
It looked like just the party, the wedding party, the parents, and the bride and groom. However, they were all done up to the 9. I mean, they were done up.
That was the vacation day probably for them.
So, I mean, if that's how you do a private wedding and still look glamorous. I've told people, don't be shocked if I come into work one day with a wedding ring on and we got married like by a judge.
Yeah.
We just don't want anything. I shouldn't say we. I don't need anything big at all. I don't want all eyes on me. Never liked it. Never will.
I don't blame you.
So,
I was nervous as all get out to walk down the aisle.
Oh, man.
I couldn't look at people in the pews.
Yeah.
My legs were shaking. I was like super nervous. And it wasn't I just kept looking down the aisle. I was like, just got to get to him. Just got to get to him. Just got to get to him. And I was fine.
I don't know who got married yesterday at Mill Creek Park, but you guys looked beautiful. You looked elegant. I was just a little thrown off by the 5 p.m. Thursday.
Hey, to each their own.
I was like, man. And then I'm like, how much money did you save?
I know. Would you pay like $50 for this?
I'll bet all these Thursdays were open. I'm like, Thursday at 5, that had to be wide open for you guys. Did you get a
You're
deal?
looking at the fiance going, Thursdays aren't a bad idea.
I'm like, listen, I do the morning show. I'd be home.
Right? Oh,
I'd be
sure.
home in time.
You'd have plenty of time to get ready, get that tux on.
We're only 10 minutes away from the park. I mean,
yeah.
We got to think about this.
Yeah.
Q92.
Grab a coat and an umbrella. Scattered rain on and off through your Monday. It's going to be chilly, a high only in the middle 40s. Overnight, scattered rain mixing with wet snow. It's going to be windy, a low in the middle 30s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Beautiful morning, oh what a beautiful day.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
is 7:20 right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there on the radio? Streaming at Q92radio.com and watching on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. Glad to have you guys with us. Still to come this hour. Cedar Point Season Passes finalists. We're going to grab this hour. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Alicia Keys and Crack Day Trivia. 9 o'clock hour, missed connections from Craigslist. And we're talking to Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 about what he's been up to in the week ahead weather-wise. So we have all that coming up for you this morning. So I guess I'll talk about my couch story first. We ordered a couch for the house 2 weeks ago. Maybe, I don't know, middle of May or April or whatever.
Yeah.
This nice couch. It was going to be a nice long couch with a chase at the end of it.
Yeah, a sectional.
Yeah. But I mean, not like the L, though. Just,
Right.
But
just the
chase. Last end is the chase.
Right.
And bought it pretty good price, but I think quality. Nothing crazy. We didn't make it rain.
Right.
At Ashley Furniture. But we certainly spent some money. And the day to receive the couch was Saturday. So on Friday, I had a junk removal company come and get the couch that was there. What?
Okay, so you took the couch out before the new couch came.
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
Was a little blown away by the cost of junk removal, people.
Really?
A little blown away.
Really? Good
to know. For just a couch.
Okay.
I don't know what the market is, so I'm not trying to bash. I'm not going to mention any names, but a little surprised at the price for just a couch.
Okay.
Apparently, weight, length, all that matters. And this was a sectional, and the one part was actually a fold-out bed as well.
Oh, so it was
so
heavy
that made it work.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I shifted my attitude, because at first when he said, and here's the thing, my fiance is very good at financing and pricing things and doing research.
Yeah.
And knowing when to turn on that Karen button when needed to make sure we don't get screwed.
Okay.
But she's been doing this thing lately where she's been trying to leave things to me, and that's a bad idea for us as a family.
She's trying to train you, to ask the questions.
They show up, and she's like, I'll just keep the dogs and the baby in the bed. I'm like, you want me talking with the... But yeah. So she's in there with the baby and the dogs and leaves me to talk business when I don't know poop about business. So I'm like, okay, here we go. And
I mean, it should have been as just like, hello.
They say the price to me.
Yes.
They say the price to me for a couch. I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
It was $250.
Wow.
To take a couch.
I mean, granted, they came and got it and physically moved it out of your house, right?
Yes. But
it still
when they
seems
first tell me that, my thought is, what? Beyonce, what? She's in the room with the damn dogs. And I'm like, well, what? Is this good? You want to pay this? Are we paying this? Or is this a bad deal?
Or should I tell them to go home?
Should I tell them to go home? Because they're very nice. Their policy is we come out, we give you an estimate. If you say that's not cool, no harm, no foul. We'll just leave.
Right.
Like, that's their thing. Like, we're not pressuring you. If you don't like it, we'll leave. But I'm like, we're up against it. I didn't have anybody to come help me. She didn't have anybody to come help us move it. We had nowhere to take it. You can't put that out by the garbage.
No.
The condo association frowns upon that. So I was like, okay. I've spent money on dumber things. So I was a little like, man, that's a lot. Then I saw how hard it was to take the couch out of the house.
And you were like, all right, money well spent.
And I got to be honest with you. After that, I started going, you know what? maybe $250 was okay.
Right.
Because when they took out the part that was the bed, I felt bad. I almost felt so bad I helped. I was like, no, earn your $250.
Right.
No, I'm paying for this. These aren't my friends. These are strangers.
It's not like you asked your nephews to come over and move something and saw something.
No.
Yeah,
you guys
these are professional movers.
Just gave you my debit card. You swiped it.
Yep.
Whew. Was that a tough haul? And then they didn't have. Then they get out in the garage. There's the truck. They don't have a ramp, so they got to hoist this son of a. So by the time they were done, they were both so winded, they were young guys. They were probably late 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe early 30s, but that's it. Them? They do the thing you love where it's on the screen.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. So I spent more than $250.
Yeah.
So the couch is gone. I went from being mad I had to spend that to, you know what? I didn't want any part of that. That's fine. I wanted no part of what you guys just did. That looked awful.
But
that looked awful. Them getting it in the truck looked worse than them taking it out of the house.
You would think, first of all, that by now they would have invested in a ramp or at least gotten a piece of like plywood. You know what I mean?
Whoever didn't give those guys a ramp, shame on you. That was rude.
Yeah.
That was rude. So then the next day comes. And we shampooed the carpet.
Yeah, you're all excited. You're preparing
Ready
the
to go.
space.
We got the space. We know where to put it. Couch shows up again. Beyonce. I'll just go in the bedroom with the dogs and the baby. Damn it! I'm like, stop doing this to me. This is how things go wrong.
Well,
so they bring the couch in. They bring the first part in. Looks great. Looks just like we ordered. They put it together. The guy and I are talking about the NFL draft that's on in the house while they're putting it up. He's an Eagles fan. I'm a Bears fan. We're talking back and forth.
Yeah.
It's great. Sets up the first half of the couch. Then I see him set up the second half of the couch. And the only problem I noticed very quickly is that the end of the couch looks nothing like the couch that we bought.
And they didn't notice that either?
They didn't know. They don't know. They're just delivering what it says on the sheet.
Well, I understand that, but like, was it totally different? Like, what was different about it?
No chase.
Oh.
It was just, and one less piece.
Oh.
It was supposed to be first half, little piece, another little piece, then the end piece with the chase.
Yeah.
So a very long,
yeah.
Multiple people can sit on this couch and not be on top of each other.
Yeah.
And a chase. So I'm like, that's, I don't think that's the right couch, guys. And they both just look at me like, huh?
Yeah.
That's not, that's not the couch we ordered. Like, well, what did you order? I was like, well, there's supposed to be another piece to make it longer and there's a chase at the end. Well, that's not what the order says. It's like, I understand that. But
I know what I ordered.
But it's not what we ordered, not what we bought.
Right.
So the guys there go out to the truck to call the company. I go in the bedroom. It's like, we have a problem. We have a real problem. I was like, we need to switch. You need to come out here.
Right.
Like I need the boss
you had
out
to go
here.
Tag her in.
Like I want to be like, hold on, guys, let me get my manager, and I gotta go get her. And they come out, and then we find out, like, yeah, it was a mix-up. Somehow the guy at the store confused what we wanted, which I don't understand because we wanted to buy it as we saw it.
Right.
The only thing we asked was to have an additional
display.
Insert to make it longer. We didn't say, we want this, we want to change it to a regular couch. We didn't say like...
Right, you didn't make modifications.
No.
You just asked for one extension.
So then they're like, yeah, all right, we're going to fix that and all that. We'll get you that the rest of the couch 10 to 14 days.
Oh.
And this is when I have company coming over that night to hang out and see the baby. And so we have half a couch in my living room right now. Half of a couch.
Can you all fit on it at least?
Yeah, for like, it looks like we're riding a roller coaster at Cedar Point. I mean, like we're all like, there's 3 spots. And it's beautiful what we have.
Yeah.
I love it. But something always goes wrong when I make a big, always goes wrong.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
Don't understand.
That is part of like, whether it's home ownership or rental, anytime you take on a project, whether it's getting new furniture, whether it's doing a home improvement project, whether it's something will always go wrong. And sometimes it's minor. Sometimes it's big. Yours is a little bigger on the bigger end.
Yeah, so I got 2 weeks now of a half couch.
Yeah.
And we were all like watching TV yesterday in the living room Sunday afternoon. I felt bad because the daughter just like pulled out, like she has this fold out foam bed.
Yeah.
She just pulled that out. It was like, what? Because like mom's with the baby on the recliner. I'm laying across the half couch. And I'm just like, this is my life. There will always be one thing that just doesn't go. I sat there all weekend going, could we have any way like confused the guy at the store?
Like, it doesn't matter now.
She's like, we talked about everything in front of him. We talked about the chase, taking naps on it. She's like, in no way did we say, and like, we want to change this couch to a totally regular couch.
Right.
It's like, well, then how did we?
Well, you only got another 10 days or so.
Or it'll be 14.
I'm sure.
Someone texts, here's the thing about the junk removal. They have fuel cost and carrying it out of the house plus the dump costs. So $250 actually isn't bad at all.
Okay, good to know.
I told you, by the time I watched them get that thing on the truck, I no longer felt like I was like, okay.
You're like, oh, money well
Oh, no,
spent.
that was, because I would have been awful. Just awful. I had a sectional with a chase and I hated it. The chase makes it difficult to rearrange. We're not looking to rearrange.
You just know it's going to stay like
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Come to my house where you have to move something just to move something. A lot of stuff there.
Yeah, maybe.
I ordered my couch from Lazy Boy. Took 18 months to get it. Well, during the COVID stuff, yeah. Did you have to pay any more money for the rest of the couch? No, none of that. Actually, financially, it ends up being a little better deal.
Well, hey.
For the inconvenience.
I mean, it was an inconvenience.
They were very kind. They were very professional. They were very apologetic. They weren't anyway, but like, it's like, why do I have half a couch? And what's funny is the pieces hook in and connect. So like you see, like there's this nice couch seat and then there's like this wood on the side with a hinge. It just
because it's not connected. Yeah.
Just sticks out like a sore thumb. But yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever ordered furniture and not gotten what you wanted, what you ordered. But if you have, I'd love to hear your story. 330-450-9292. You ever order something big, comes to the house, it's not at all what you ordered? Something's totally wrong with it. Maybe it's broke. That's probably happened to people too. But yeah, all right, looking back, $250 wasn't bad for the junk removal.
No, I would have paid it.
I wonder what they do for a whole house, though. Ugh.
Oh.
That'd probably cost $1,000, right?
That's called if you're
that's
really
a couch.
Yeah.
If that's a couch, if you're emptying out an old house,
woo, that's called you get a dumpster and some teenage boys that are willing to move stuff.
Yep. So when they put it together and there was an unfinished end, they didn't know if something was wrong. No, they brought in a whole nother end.
Like it was the wrong end.
Yeah, it was the wrong end. They put the couch together. It just was the wrong couch. Once they put it together, they didn't know it till I told them.
Yeah.
Text message. I ordered a king bedroom suite, waited 7 months for it, and they brought a queen. Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
How long did you have to wait to get your actual king? Probably another 2 weeks.
Well, hopefully they would step on that since that was their fault. You know what I mean?
You would hope.
You would.
Well, you would hope they'd step on it. They said, if it gets any sooner, we'll call you and it'll show up as soon as we can get it. That's what I was like, it ain't coming for 14 days.
Nope.
Maybe 13 if we're lucky. Let's take a look at sports. Q92.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians lost to the Red Sox yesterday, 7-1. They're now 13-15 on the season. They're in New York tonight to start a series with the Yankees. Cal Quantrill's on the mound for the Guardians. First pitch is set for 7:05. The Rubber Ducks game with Binghamton yesterday was postponed due to weather. They're off today. They'll start a series back home at Canal Park against Portland starting tomorrow night. The NFL is eyeing May 11th as the date to officially release the 2023 NFL schedule. NBA playoffs yesterday. The Warriors beat the Kings 120-100. The Warriors win that series and move on. And the Heat beat the Knicks. The Heat go up 1-0 in that series. And finally, NHL playoffs last night. Florida beat Boston 4-3. Florida wins that series and moves on. And Seattle beat Colorado 2-1. Seattle wins that series. The Seattle Kraken move on to the next round of the Stanley Cup Final. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. I was like, man, how cold is it? Because I do this thing now when I'm looking at something, I go, Alexa, what's the temperature in this city? It's like 60. It's like 67.
That's your new thing. Is
what I do. We watching a game. I'm like, hey, what's the weather where that is? And then okay. All right.
Interesting. You just have to know what it's like there.
Yeah. Like they showed a Dallas Cowboys draft party.
Yeah. You're like,
everyone's outside. I was like, Alexa, what's the temperature in Dallas, Texas? 75. I'm like, oh, it's nice. Beautiful. Okay.
I think that's so funny.
Okay. It's good. They got nice. No wonder everyone's in t-shirts. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then I hear Kansas City is like 65. Oh, that's like us. That's like us.
Do you regurgitate that information to the fiance or the daughter? Like you're sitting there
in the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
I just because we have Alexa over the house. So
I gotcha. Okay.
We got living room, bedrooms. We're just like our thermostat's Alexa. But I'll just be watching a game. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll watch the Guardians in Washington D.C. I'm like, Alexa, what's the temperature in D.C.? Oh, 60. Oh, that's cold. I just sit there.
Just have to know.
For some reason, that's a new thing with me. I got to know when I'm watching a sporting event or I see fans out. I'm like, well, what's it like there?
I'm really concerned for you. Like, you're aging
almost daily. I'll ask what the weather's going to be like here.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, Alexa, what's the weather in Ocean City, Maryland? Just because, it gets me going thinking about vacation.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
It's Ocean City, Maryland. What's the temperature?
My husband always laughs at me because I'll be like, what's it supposed to be like next week? Or what's it supposed to be like tomorrow? And he's like, don't you literally look at the weather like 7 times during your show? I'm like, yeah, but we're so busy. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't stick in my brain.
No, it's impossible. Dude, we talk for 4 hours.
I know.
You think I remember anything I say?
Right. That's how some people will be
Barely.
like, oh, they'll walk up to me and they'll be like, oh, that was really funny what you guys were talking about. It takes me a second. I'm like, oh, we were talking about that. I don't know.
They'll be like, oh, when was that? Someone will be like, oh, it was today. I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah.
I just. $7:35 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian Lauren here with you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning if you're listening on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com, or watching along on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Glad to have you guys with us still to come this hour. We have yet to get a finalist for Cedar Point. That's coming up, though. You can get yourself in the running for a chance to get one of 3 phone calls we're making coming up on Thursday, giving away 3 season passes to Cedar Point. How cool is that? Let's see here. Also, 8 o'clock hour, we have Alicia Keys tickets to give away, and we also have a Cracked Egg Trivia. That's what we have.
Yep.
The 9 o'clock hour, Missed Connections. 9 o'clock hour, Mark John's going to be joining us again. You can watch along when he shows up and tells us about his weekend, what he's up to, and what we can expect weather-wise this week from here. More texts about people ordering things and not getting what they ordered.
Mm-hmm.
We ordered a 6-piece table and chairs. It came and was missing a seat to a chair and hardware. My fiance took the chair that wasn't right to exchange it for the correct parts. The new chair, then to top it all off, we would sit in the chairs, and after a week, notice bolts just falling out.
Ooh.
And they recommended using wood glue to fix it. Lesson learned. Wow, that's...
I can't imagine
Wow.
calling and being like, look, this piece of furniture I just bought from you is falling apart. But they're like, have you tried wood glue?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
Elmer's has got a really good version of it.
Have you heard of Flex Seal? It actually fixes boats. It'll probably fix your chair.
Right.
Ordered a king-size bed and frame. Waited 3 weeks for it. And the day before it was supposed to be delivered, they called and said they don't have it. I said, we ordered what was in stock. They basically said they didn't care. So mad, we already threw out our old bed and our old frame. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I didn't know this kind of stuff happened. We purchased a couch and a love seat during COVID times. It was a nightmare. It took forever to get. One piece was delivered months after the first piece was delivered. And when the second piece was finally delivered, they didn't put the legs on the couch. And then we had to have the legs delivered to us, which took another month to get. Ugh.
Oh, my.
Ugh. Text message. My mom ordered new windows for the home she bought. When they put in the windows, they forgot all of the screens. It took months to get the screens, and then 4 of the new windows cracked. It took months for them to come and fix the cracks in the window.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes
Good
me
Lord.
so nervous to do this kind of stuff. Like, whether it's home upgrades or new furniture, like, it's always such a chore and a challenge. And that's why we put it off for so long.
Man, I don't feel so alone.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You guys, some of you had some worse things than I did. I just got half a couch delivered. I have to wait 2 weeks to get the second half. Those are some, man, sorry that happened to you guys. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with stuff like that, one wrong input on the computer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can screw up everything.
It's true.
Trust me. I ordered a hamburger and got buns and veggies, no meat. You know, it's on a smaller scale, but that's still disappointing.
Oh, my goodness. It's
When
going to
you
be...
order a burger and no meat came on the burger?
That's actually happened to us before.
A burger with no meat?
Yeah, like in my kids' Happy Meals, it was literally like the bun with condiments, and that's it. No meat. Tammy on Facebook said, ordered a sofa. It took a month to get, and then when it came, it was full of bed bugs.
What?
It was supposed to be a brand new one, and it obviously was not.
So a new mattress shows up with
No, it was a sofa.
And it had bed bugs.
She said best bugs, and I don't know what best bugs are, but I'm getting bed bugs.
I would call that company up.
Oh,
how dare you!
I mean, it would be a PR nightmare for them if I had something delivered to me like that.
Wow.
I can promise you it would be like 100,000% Karen.
Bed bugs. Sometimes Karen's allowed, I think.
And I feel like that's an excusable moment.
Just feel like some people go Karen way early.
Oh, yeah.
And where there's no need for a Karen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I get it. Everybody has a bad day from here. So sometimes it's easier to go from 0 to Karen faster. I get that. I do. I've had those moments. Trust me.
That's what's great about having my fiance. She's so good at financing me because that's what she does.
Yeah.
So, like, she goes through these, and when we were fixing everything, we had to go to the store to get all the paperwork redone and re-signed. Like, she was asking these genius questions I would have never thought of. Like, and I can't even explain them to you because it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But she had these questions. You could tell, you could see the people at the finance part of the furniture store were like, oh, she knows. Like, oh, this girl understands everything that's going on right now.
Right.
We weren't just being like, oh, okay. It's like, no, does that discount go on here or here? Like, what date of purchase? Oh, she's asking all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I would have just been like, okay. We were like, you have to pay for the whole thing again. All right.
Thank God you guys found each other. She's going to save you from financial ruin.
No, we'll fix this. It was going to cost you another $1,000. Okay. She'd be like, there's no way in hell that's happening.
Yeah.
But sorry to hear those stories of you guys.
Yeah.
Some troubles.
Follow up on the bed bugs. She said, yes, it was horrible. It was bed bugs. They said we have a spray you can use on it to get rid of them. And then I threw a fit. As
Good
anybody would.
Lord.
I'd be like, get it out of my home. And you're going to pay a pest control company to just bomb my entire house.
So far, we've had a company tell you use glue.
Yeah.
And a company say there's sprays you can buy.
Yeah.
Like, you caused this. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't call you because I called you because you gave me bed bugs.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of, like, I mean, not that it's bad customer service. They made a mistake on there and they brought you the wrong thing. But last week I was telling you about how they ordered wings.
Yeah.
The wing place is like, I got to run it up to our GM. And once we get paid back from DoorDash, we'll pay you back. What do you think the likelihood of seeing a refund is?
You're not going to.
No.
I would not give that place my money ever again.
No, never. Trust me.
I mean, you don't have to make the statement like, I'll never shop here again. Because no,
but it just won't
I would
happen.
never give them
Nope.
I would never give them another. I got to tell you, that place, I've tried it twice, and I was very disappointed both times. I seen a Karen at Walmart yesterday. She was throwing a fit over a line at the deli department. Yeah, like, is that necessary?
I love that, though, because I love standing there staring. We had an incident last week. It wasn't a Karen. It was, what do you call a kid that freaks out? Super disrespectful.
An a-hole.
Okay, yeah. Well, we encountered one of those at a game we were at.
Oh.
I've never seen anything like it. Chairs were flipped and things were said.
At your church?
Yes.
It's always the church stuff.
I mean, chairs were flipped.
At a church league basketball game?
Yes, and a kid told his coach in front of the entire crowd how bad he sucked, and that's why they were losing.
Well, did the coach stop?
No, I don't think he did. Actually, kudos to the coach because he handled it with such grace and such dignity.
When you raise a kid and he's never heard the word no in his life.
That they flip chairs.
He always
basketball.
because he hears no and he pees himself, doesn't know what to do. Because he's always thought he was the best kid in the world and gets whatever he wants and never gets told no.
So they operate on a rotation to make it fair, and they have to turn in their rotation sheets before the game just to show like what their lineup is. And they sub every 5 minutes. And he wanted to go back in, and it wasn't his turn to go back in. You know what I mean? Like, he was supposed to sit that period.
And he was mad he had to sit?
Yeah.
Well, he'll be all right.
Those chairs were.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Someone on Facebook messaged me, said, you call those kids sassholes.
Oh, I like that.
For sassiness.
Yeah.
They've got sassy.
Someone on Facebook said that's a banshee.
A banshee?
Yeah.
Banshee's a good one. That's all right. Banshee, I like that.
Anyhow, I mean, I get it. Sometimes kids have hard coping skills because of the way that they've been raised or things they've been through. So I seriously hope they were able to kind of talk to him and chill him out after the game. But yeah, I've never seen anything like it. And you heard an audible when he was like, and you suck to his coach. It was an audible, like you heard everybody.
Someone just sent a great picture of a Hyundai. Cool spoiler on a 4-door Hyundai.
Let me see.
Fast and the Furious, buddy. Fast and the Furious.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, you guys that think that gets you ass. I just don't understand.
I don't either.
Real quick ones. I bought patio cushions from Amazon. They said it was delivered. Then when I did the tracking, it was delivered to someone in North Carolina. I did get the refund, but had to call the company.
Yeah, that sucks.
Someone said, I think I coached that kid. LOL. Yeah, you'd remember.
Maybe.
If I'd have done that, if I'd have yelled at a coach like that, my dad would have killed me.
Oh.
Had I thrown a chair, my dad probably would have picked it up and went WWE and smacked me in the head with it.
Yeah. We got in the car and Tony turned around and looked at Anthony. He's like, I don't know why that kid acted the way he did. He's like, but if you ever embarrassed me like that in public and furthermore embarrassed yourself that way.
Yeah.
He's like, I know, Dad. I know.
That's no good. That's no
good.
Go. But you know it is good.
Who is this?
Call now to win season passes to Cedar Point.
What could be awesome is if you were one of the 3 local listeners that we called this Thursday morning and said, hey, guess what? You've just won a pair of season passes to Cedar Point. You can go every damn day if you want. We don't care. Hooking up 3 of you coming up on Thursday morning. Here's a chance to become a finalist. Just give us a call right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. You'll be our next finalist. Good luck.
Do you know the...
There you go.
Love it.
Or if you're watching, this is the same hoodie I wore yesterday. You're going to find out wear the same clothes every day to work. It's radio.
You must wash them. You never smell.
No, but this wasn't dirty. And I only wore it because it's cold as hell outside.
I wore these jeans yesterday.
So this hoodie.
I mean, if we're being... if we're just being open and honest.
Just saying, if you watch, especially even through the summer, you'd be like, does he have 4 shirts? And the answer is yes. Yeah, pretty much. Own 7,
4
wear
shirts,
4
pairs of shorts.
Yeah.
A couple hoodies.
2 pairs of jeans. I have 2 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of khaki.
I've only seen you in jeans.
I have like 3 hoodies. If I wear jeans to work, we have somewhere to be after work that's work related.
Yeah.
Today, Lauren, Jake, and I all have to be somewhere at 11 a.m.
Yep.
So I got jeans on.
Yeah.
Any other day, it's sweatpants or shorts. Preferably
usually shorts.
Yeah. So, but today we got somewhere to be at 11 o'clock. So, but if you watch, Mike, did he wear that hoodie? Yes. And we see it maybe again later on this week.
You have to start owning it now because people can see us.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh! Now I have to make sure I don't repeat sweaters.
See, I can't care that much. I just can't. I guess I don't have enough pride. I don't know what the word is, but I just
not pride.
I can't see I can't see myself being like, oh no, I wore this hoodie yesterday.
I do love this sweater though. I got it. I don't know. I got it at Bad Mom's Christmas at the Barrel Room.
So sorry, and if you're listening, I'm sorry. We're not trying to make it all about that, but
no.
If you're watching,
it is a change for us because usually, you can have a face for radio in the morning because no one can see you, so you could roll in.
Well, you can still have a face for radio.
Well, I understand, but I'm just saying, like, especially in the mornings, like being on radio, without this feature that we just rolled out, we could look like whatever.
Whatever floats your boat, Christian. Wear what makes you comfy. Like, that's the thing. I mean, listen, I really only got like 4 hoodies that are in rotation too, and I just threw this in the back of my chair when I got home. So I was like, well, listen, when it's 4:20 in the morning and you're half awake, I'm not digging what outfit should I wear today?
I don't blame you.
I'm like, it is entirely too early. I'm walking around with my Popeye eye in the morning, like, hoping I don't wake the baby now. That's the big thing.
Me is walking around in the dark trying to see as I get ready. I've got to be better about because I always pick out my clothes the night before, but I need to take them into the bathroom or something like that. Like, I'm an idiot. I don't. And then I have to go back and I have to go through the dark to find my stuff because Tony doesn't get up until 5 minutes before I leave.
Real quick, that's what I do. I take all because I shower in the morning, help pick me up.
Same.
I take my entire outfit, socks and everything in the bathroom so I can go in there, shut the door, not wake anybody up.
Yeah.
Fiance's sleeping, baby's in our room sleeping in its bassinet. Don't want to be walking around the room. So I take everything in there. So when I come out of the shower, I'm fully dressed, give everyone a kiss goodbye.
Yeah.
Grab my stuff on the kitchen table, my keys, wallet, and I'm out the door.
Q92.
Grab a coat and an umbrella. Scattered rain on and off through your Monday. It's going to be chilly, a high only in the middle 40s. Overnight, scattered rain mixing with wet snow. It's going to be windy, a low in the middle 30s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Here we go. This looks like Facebook. Let me see. Can I pay you? That's the first message. LOL for what? How much? What do you offer?
Oh,
Do you sell pics? You're beautiful, by the way. We'll just slide that in. What kind? What can you pay? Boob pic, $15?
for real.
No, it gets better. GTFOH, if you know what that stands for, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not. His response, 20? He went up $5.
$5.
Absolutely not.
And she's going to be like, oh, 20. All right, I'll do it at 20.
$15 for boob pics? No. Oh, I'm sorry. I insulted you. 20, of course.
Now, if you're smooth enough, you have them Venmo you, and then you just don't send the picture. And that's their penance for being so stupid.
Oh, man.
Dummy. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You just triggered my memory.
Oh, you're welcome.
But I don't have time right now.
Oh.
Yeah, do I?
Come on.
I got like 3 minutes to
Don't
tell this
guess.
incredible story.
Oh, well.
Maybe not incredible to everybody else. I take that back. Possible incredible. No, I had a dream, and I poop you not. I had a dream that I talked in sync into a one night only reunion. Like I had a dream
That was your dream.
Literally. Yes. Last night I dreamt, and I'm not making this up. You said that, and it just triggered my memory. That's so crazy that happened. But I had a dream that I was in some group of hotels with NSYNC. And Justin, the other guys there, then Justin happened to be there. And I literally just got them all in a room.
You're like, listen, guys.
Well, I was mainly directing my comments at Justin, because I feel like the other four are like ready to go.
Well, yeah.
I was like, look.
They've had their bags packed for a while.
And it was like, it happened that night. I was like, let's just go out there and have fun. One night. No one has to commit to anything.
And they were like, all right.
No one has to and they did.
Wow.
And they did.
Look how much influence you have in your dreams.
I just sold it to Justin. Like, listen, not even worry about a tour. No press. Let's just go out here. I don't know if we were Coachella. I don't know where we were.
It doesn't matter. They did it.
Lilith Fair. I don't know where we were.
Right.
But I was like, let's just forget. There's nothing above tonight.
Right.
But let's just go out there and have a good time. There's no reason we can't have one show. And they were like, yeah. And that's how they talk. And then they went out there and they did it. Yeah. Probably a terrible story, but I told it anyway. I got NSYNC back together in my dream.
I wish I had good dreams like that. I don't have very many dreams.
Wasn't listening to NSYNC yesterday. Wasn't talking about NSYNC yesterday. Didn't watch a show. Like, nothing would have put that in my head.
Isn't that weird sometimes, like, why things come to you in dreams, though?
Sometimes I get it because you watch them. You're watching a show, listen to music.
I think you really care about this reunion more than you let on. That's probably why.
I think I've been very open about the reunion.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you really are holding it in there.
Yeah. In my dream, in a hotel room, I talked them into getting back together.
Good for you, man.
A girl I know has called off 3 weddings in the last 4 years. I'm guessing that's one of the cases of don't know enough before jumping in -1. One did cheat.
Oh.
Hold on. So she was engaged 3 times in the last 4 years?
I hope these were like backyard weddings and not like church, reception hall, caterer, photographer.
Maybe she should just date for a while.
Yeah.
Talk about not knowing it. I mean, 3 years.
I know it's not Free Advice Friday, but that's my advice.
I'm not trying to be a Judge Judy here, although I guess I am.
Okay.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
In 4 years,
maybe she's got like a fear of commitment.
A fear she's getting engaged every week.
Yeah, but she's not going through with all of it. So the commitment part, like when it gets too deep, she starts drowning and she bails. She gets out of the pool.
No, there's something there. There's something we need to talk about there. There's an issue there.
She's afraid of commitment.
She runs to it very quickly.
Yes.
And then runs away from it. Now, again, the one did cheat. I'm not going to give that
like
one.
Runaway. That's like real life runaway bride.
But still, to have 3 different engagement rings on in 4 years?
Yeah, that's
from
fast.
3 different guys?
That's fast.
And you married none of them?
Right.
Now, again, the one was an a-hole and cheated.
Yeah. So.
Listen, guys don't look for no reason.
Right. They don't window shop the way that we ladies
shop
do.
Very different. You know, the Knott daughter found out the difference between shopping with me and her mother. And it was funny because I call my fiance a ghost. I don't think she's real when we go shopping because I swear to you, she'll be right behind me. And I turn around and I've been walking by myself for a good 20 steps.
You said that to me at Celebrity Cuisine.
She disappears. And I look and I'm like, where? And I go down and there she is down an aisle picking something. I'm like, not even a, hey, honey, let's go down here. Just I'm walking. I turn around and I'm like, do I have an imaginary fiance? Like, did I make this up? And she just shops for hours. And the Knott daughter went with me probably 2 weeks ago to get stuff at Meijer. And I had my list. And we were in and out of there in like 10 minutes. She's like, wow, this is real different than shopping with mom.
You know what? It must be a guy
I have
thing.
A list.
Yeah.
I get my list and I'm out. I'm not here to browse.
Yep.
We need ketchup. We need bread. We need this. And we're gone.
The kids know, like, if they go with Tony to Home Depot or something, they'll be home in less than 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And if they go to Target with me, they know that there's probably going to be Starbucks involved and it's going to be a couple hours. And we may stop somewhere else on the way home.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Right here on today's hit music, Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian Lauren here with you on the radio, streaming at Q92radio.com, and you can watch along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page. If you don't like, follow, or subscribe to those three, you should do that right now. Please. It's fun. Do that. Boy, I'm really milking this aftershock today. My sugar-free drink. I've been drinking it since like 5:30. It's not even done yet.
Why? You probably need it today more than other days.
Rough night with the babe.
Yeah.
Rough night with the babe. The baby. Not doing a lot of sleeping. Gassy. He gets like painful gassy.
Oh, do you have like the grape drops or
Yeah, we tried.
Didn't work?
Not that much. Not that much. God bless him.
Well, have you done the little bicycle with his little legs?
Oh yeah, the fiance's on the internet constantly looking for everything. Even TikTok looking.
Yeah.
Looking for things to do to help out. But that's all right. That's what you sign up for, kids.
It is, and this too shall pass.
That's what you sign up for. Those kids don't come out of the belly sleeping 8 hours.
No.
So, what do we got for you this hour, the 8 o'clock hour? Well, we got Alicia Keys tickets to give away. When you hear an Alicia Keys song, that's your cue to call. Be caller number 10. We have cracked egg trivia coming up soon. You have a chance to win a $25 gift card to Cracked Egg Cafe. We have that for you. Also, I got into not a majestic moment, but I had a moment with a deer yesterday. I had a moment with a deer. I'll probably tell you that now.
That's so weird, too, because we encountered some deer yesterday, too, but ours wasn't very majestic. Like, we literally had to stop as half of Ohio's deer population crossed the road in front of our car.
A lot of deer.
Yeah.
Because where I live in Canfield-Borman area, there's so many deer. They're talking about letting people come in and hunt, kill the deer.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, there are houses. There are golf courses. Like, what are you just going to let OK Corral people just shoot with? Like, hey, you could really hurt somebody.
Well, I don't think it's like that. We're like, oh, we're walking through a parking lot. I see a deer behind Target. I'm going to just try and get it from
Mill
here.
Creek Park is surrounded by people's houses.
Yeah. We have hunting stands at the end of our road. They hunt in that field. They hunt geese and they hunt deer. And it's like, I'm always worried a bullet's going to come through the house.
And I don't underestimate the stupidity of the human.
Yeah.
There are stupid people.
Yeah, there are.
I don't know. They've been having board meetings. People have been saying, like, you can't do this. People have their grandkids playing in their backyards. People's kids are in their backyards. You're just going to have guys out there, pow.
Keller just messaged and said it'd probably be bow only.
I hope so, but I don't think so. Because I've watched some of the, on internet, I've watched some of the, there's some concerned families like, yo, listen.
Yeah.
This is not a deep wooded area you're talking about. Some a-hole doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone is a marksman. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Not everybody's like, hit every shot. I don't know. It worries me a little bit as someone who sits on my back deck facing the golf course, which is right by the park. Part of the park. I'm just like, that would suck.
You would hate our neighborhood. We hear guns going off all the time. And not because we're like in a bad area. We just have that hunting place that's like at the very end of our road. And then we have people who own a very sizable piece of property that live by us, and they shoot all the time.
Yeah. It just concerns me a little bit. I'd like to know more details on how we're letting this happen. Are we vetting the people we're letting come in to,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what was your contact with a deer? Nothing?
Oh, my contact.
You said there was a moment.
Oh, yeah, there was a moment.
Oh, it's an alien deer.
So we're sitting there, and we just finished eating dinner. Yes, no, it's just my Majestic music.
That's okay.
Majestic, Alien, whatever.
It's creepy.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't have, like, majestic music.
That would be like Enya. Enya is majestic.
The only Enya we have is the pop dance version, and it infuriates me. Every time I hear it, I want to punch whoever put it in the system. Because it had to be before we were ever here.
Yeah.
Hold on, where is it? Listen
It's
to
only
this.
time.
Hold on, I'll kill this
Funkified.
just to show you how disgusting this is. Who in the name of a-holes decided this was a good idea?
I don't know, but that's still very majestic.
Compared to, this is awesome. You don't go to a rave to hear this.
No.
All right? This is awful. Just awful. Who even made this? What in the name of Diplo came up with this remix? Good Lord. Anyway, I guess I'll use it. I could use a Orinoco Flow, whatever the hell that's called. Okay.
Oh, sail away?
Yeah. Is it Orinoco Flow?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person.
A lot of O's. So I'm sitting there, we're finishing up dinner, and all of a sudden, my daughter goes, oh my God, there's deer. And I look, and I'm a huge nature person. I go to our window that faces the woods, right? It goes our backyard, very thin woods, golf course. And the trees aren't full enough yet. I can still see the golf course. So I see like 4 deer just come sauntering across the window. And they get to like where they stop, and they're chilling right in front of my back window.
Yeah. So
I'm watching and I'm just watching these majestic animals in their natural habitat. They're just sort of, 2 of them are playing around, 2 of them are just chilling, and there's one like in the back, he's kind of lingering, bringing up the rear. And I'm telling you, somehow, because I was inside in my window, one of these deer, and they had to be in their 20s. I'm thinking like just out of college, so young, but not kids.
I gotcha. Okay.
And this one deer sees me through the window. And he stops, turns like this to me, and then puts his neck up as high as he can, right? So now we're in like a stare down. And I'm thinking like, majestic moments. Majestic moment. No. This deer got pissed. He starts stomping his hoof, which is their call when they're aggressive.
Yeah.
He starts stomping a hoof and staring at him. Stomps it. So now he's stomping his hoof. And because I'm an idiot.
You're talking crap inside the house.
I'm in my house stomping my foot. What's up? And I'm just looking at him. And he started to come a little closer. Now, he would have had to cross the creek. He probably didn't want to get his foot sturdy. But he stared at me, and I was all in. I was like, I will stare at you all day, son. Let's do this.
You had to stare down with the deer.
For a good 5 minutes. Then he walked away like 10 feet away and tried to hide and stare at me. And I saw him. I stared at him again. And he kept stomping. He was mad.
Yeah.
He was a pissed off deer.
No?
Then he finally went
Maybe
away.
it wasn't you. Maybe he'd had an altercation.
But
and
the
was
way
just in a bad
he looked
mood.
at me, then stuck his neck real straight looking at me like, you. It's almost like he knew me.
Yeah.
You. I'm like, me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
He's like, you keep saying you want a majestic
Yeah.
moment, but I don't see you out here with your hand out with food in it.
Majestic it is. I put my hoof up your ass. I was like, all right, dear. But I'm telling you, he was stomping and looking at me. I'm like, ooh. I was like, see that? That means he's pissed.
Yeah.
He wants peace. He's like, let my dogs out. And I was like, well, my dogs do chase deer, but I don't know if they want to chase that one. That one seemed like he was ready to go.
Yeah. Oh.
So, yeah, I had a very angry deer that wanted he wanted to fight me.
Is that common? I don't know if this is the right person to ask or not, but on Facebook we have Quail Creek of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, checking in saying good morning. So,
Morning, Quail Creek.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have any deer stomp at you out there? Like they do at Christian at home?
That's what they mean. I'm pretty sure when they stomp, that's their aggressive. That's
Well, maybe. I don't know. In horses, because like,
staring at me.
well, Haley will do it sometimes, but sometimes it's like she's trying to get our attention. Or she's bored. Like if she's been in the cross ties too long, like if she's getting a bath or her hair braided, like she'll start doing it because she's bored.
Text line real quick because we're up against it. Controlled residential hunts are always bow, not gun. Well, that makes me feel a little better if they're not doing gun.
Yeah, you just take a dart, like an arrow to your side or something.
Yeah, I'll just take an arrow to the back of my head. Nothing. What bad could happen from that, right? It's okay. It's just an arrow through my skull. Somebody doesn't know what they're doing. They'll have a lottery for who can come in and take them out. They'll limit the days and hours.
Is there like marksman tryouts for that though? Like even with the bow,
I feel like
you've got to be able to hit this target.
you should have to show your skills.
Yeah.
All right, you can go. Head on out.
He just tried out.
No,
He's
Tom,
good.
get out of here. That was awful. Get out. Get out. Carl, you're good. Go ahead. That was impressive. Not everybody is Annie Oakley, Christian. I know, but there's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then they shouldn't have a gun if they can't hit what they're shooting at.
Stopping for deer is a sign to alert other deer.
See?
So you think he stopped to let them know, yo, there's somebody around. There's a weirdo in the window staring at us like a pervert. But what about the stomping? Isn't that aggression?
Not always.
When they stomp the ground at you and stare at you?
I don't think, I mean, at least it's not in horses. It's not always a sign of aggression.
I mean, I'm a ninja, so I'd have been fine.
I would love to see you out in your backyard and a deer starts chasing you.
I knew a bunch of guys that would slam an 18-pack of Busch beer and then go deer hunting. See, those are the guys I don't want around Mill Creek Park.
Yeah.
I like the pros that are sober,
Yeah.
know what they're doing. Can we not have those guys there?
Right.
Busch Light. Busch beer.
Kathleen on Facebook, she says, I live in Salem and the deer are always coming up to my back door and kitchen window. Can you imagine just like cleaning and looking at, oh, hello. And they're just staring in at you?
I'd be like, oh!
It would scare the crap out of me.
It would be urine in my pants. Again, forecast coming up from Mark Johnson. Also, when you hear Alicia Keys, that's your cue to call to win tickets to see her. And we got cracked egg trivia coming up next here on Q92.
Q92.
Grab a coat and an umbrella. Scattered rain on and off through your Monday. It's going to be chilly, a high only in the middle 40s. Overnight, scattered rain mixing with wet snow. It's going to be windy, a low in the middle 30s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Hey, it's Nicolina, your Midday Diva, and you need to join us every Thursday at 11 a.m. for Downtown with the Diva.
And Start Flavor.
So we'll give you weekend plans
And an amazing local giveaway just for you.
Make sure you join us every single Thursday at 11 a.m. on Q92.
Morning!
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
.21 right here on today's hit music. It's Q92. Christian, Lauren here with you. Thanks for having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, good morning. Thanks for having us on. Still to come this hour. Haven't played an Alicia Keys song yet. When you hear one, that's the cue to call. Be caller number 10. You will win tickets to see Alicia Keys at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse July 15th. 9 o'clock hour, big hour. Not only missed connections from Craigslist, not only Mark Johnson from News Channel 5, who does the weather here for us, be joining us, but Lauren and I have a concert announcement to make for you as well. Another concert coming here that you guys can go see, and I'm willing to bet Q92 might have tickets to give away to this show.
Yeah, I think your bet's probably pretty good.
That's all coming up. Reasons to stick around. Got some info for you coming up. But right now, it's 8:22. It's Monday in the 8 o'clock hour. That can only mean it's time for the cracked egg trivia question of the day. It's very simple. Every Monday in the 8 o'clock hour, Lauren asks you guys a trivia question. The very first person to call us up at 330-450-9292 Answer it correctly, you win a $25 gift card to the Cracked Egg Cafe. Get you some breakfast on us. $25, you can do some damage.
Oh, yeah, especially breakfast. I mean, that's breakfast for two at least.
We made a huge brunch yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
It was divine. I mean, we did pancakes, bacon, sausage, eggs, toast. It was all there.
That sounds delicious.
And it was spectacular.
I love breakfast
Something
food.
about breakfast food, especially on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know why on that day it's so much better.
Mm-hmm.
But man.
I love making breakfast when we're camping because I get to cook outside.
The old fire. No, that's what you glam.
The Blackstone.
Yeah. You don't camp, you glam.
The only thing I'll make over the fire is
Air
hot dogs
conditioning, yeah,
and s'mores.
The air-conditioned camper.
No, actually,
with the
I
bed
shouldn't
and
say
table.
that. We make pizzas and we make pies with our pie makers over the fire, too. So I guess we do cook a little bit more, but you'll never, I mean, like, usually we're having steak and baked potatoes and,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
You've camped. I've made that for you. You've camped with me.
I did. I slept in a tent outside.
Yes,
you slept
you
in an
did.
air-conditioned camper.
With a bathroom on
with
board.
a bathroom and a television and cable, and I'm just out here like with a rock up my ass. Like, and it's like 80 degrees at
shared
night.
a tent. Who was it? You?
Everybody.
Jill, Drew, Megan,
Nick.
Nick.
We're all there.
Nick did not spend the night.
That's right.
She went home and
bailed.
slept in her bed.
That was looking back, that was awful. That was things were not explained to me very clearly. Thought we were all going to have the same experience. They realized some people were going home to their bed. Some people had air-conditioned mattresses in their electric. And the rest of us were just left to do it like our settlers did. Are we Lewis and Clark? Are we trying to find West? What are we doing?
Drew was pretty outdoorsy. He and Jill had that tent up pretty quick. I know.
It was the most uncomfortable. Like, my back hurt so bad after sleeping.
It was one night.
Oh, my God. I'll be passing on the next camping excursion for Q92.
Yeah, unless it's in an
we're
RV.
all glamping.
Yeah.
We're all glamping, that's fine. Or if we're all camping. As long as we're all doing the same thing.
Yeah. Question. What's your favorite cereal?
Frosted Flakes.
Is it really?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my son loves Frosted Flakes. They're great.
If not Cookie Crisp.
Oh, yeah. We had that conversation before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, too.
Yep,
You know, one of my favorite, and Tony thinks it's disgusting, but one of my favorites is Cheerios.
No taste.
I love plain
taste.
Cheerios. I can eat them plain. If you put cut up bananas or strawberries on it, so good.
That's so gross.
But I love Honey Nut Cheerios, too, and I love the apple cinnamon and all the things. So today's Cracked Egg trivia question is this. Do you happen to know the name of the bee mascot for Honey Nut Cheerios? Call us up if you know the answer, 330-450-9292. First person to get the question right will get a $25 Cracked Egg Cafe gift card.
Remember the song Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, he
Remember
was really
that?
cute. Like, he talks all the time. He's like a little cartoon bee.
Real cute bee.
Yeah.
Real cute bee. Never knew his name.
Yeah.
You do, though. Like she said, you can win a gift card to the Cracked Egg Cafe, 330-450-9292. Good luck. It's Kesha. Come on. It's Q92.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
yeah.
What my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like 7th and 8th grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Like, well, they did like, yeah, Ryan just finished his 8th grade. Noah's going to be in 7th next year. My nephew Michael is playing in 8th grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my brother and his wife did. And I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Because you learn some of the fundamentals in flag.
Oh, I agree.
And in a less physical toll. And then you understand. So when you go to tackle football, you have
you learn the rules of the game. Like really what the game's about, I think. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of organized sports. I think they're
great. I think they're great. And I'm sorry. I think they're great for socializing with and getting social skills. They're great for exercise, getting them off the video games and out of the house.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think whether your kid shows an interest in soccer, baseball, softball, I agree. Because my son, I promise you, if he we'll ask him. I'll never force my kid. I will never force my kid. I will be, you and I think agree on this. If you sign up for something,
you've got to finish it.
You're going to see it through.
100%.
If when the season's over, you decide that's not for you, fine.
Yeah.
But if we're playing a season of, let's say, soccer, you're playing soccer.
Well, to me, a commitment's a commitment. You teach them that early on. Like, if you're going to commit to doing this and you say you want to do this, you have to follow through. Yep. Because, I mean, that's life. You have to follow through.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Berlin Center.
All right, Melissa, what's the answer to the cracked egg trivia question this morning?
Buzz the bee.
That is correct. His name is Buzz. Congratulations, Melissa. You just scored yourself a cracked egg gift card so you can enjoy your breakfast the right way, or you can go for lunch, too. They're open for lunch. Melissa, what's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Ooh, Golden Grahams.
Oh, those are good, too. I haven't had those in forever. Anyhow, well, congratulations, Melissa. This gift card is yours. Just tell everybody your favorite radio station that made you a winner.
Q92.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Guardians lost to the Red Sox yesterday, 7-1. They're now 13-15 on the season. They're in New York tonight to start a series with the Yankees. Cal Quantrill's on the mound for the Guardians. First pitch is set for 7:05. The Rubber Ducks game with Binghamton yesterday was postponed due to weather. They're off today. They'll start a series back home at Canal Park against Portland starting tomorrow night. The NFL is eyeing May 11th as the date to officially release the 2023 NFL schedule. NBA playoffs yesterday. The Warriors beat the Kings 120-100. The Warriors win that series and move on. And the Heat beat the Knicks. The Heat go up 1-0 in that series. And finally, NHL playoffs last night. Florida beat Boston 4-3. Florida wins that series and moves on. And Seattle beat Colorado 2-1. Seattle wins that series. The Seattle Kraken move on to the next round of the Stanley Cup Final. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. So I have allwomenstalk.com. Go there every day. And it had kind of the 9 main reasons that people call off weddings. The things that can happen that can make you call off a wedding. Okay. Then I went down a hilarious rabbit hole on Reddit. Sometimes Reddit threads are fantastic.
Oh my gosh. I've spent way too much time reading comments on Reddit before.
I just put Reddit thread why you called off wedding, and it was like boom, 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 boom,
oh
boom.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So first I'm just gonna quickly go through what these are, and they're kind of vague, but I don't want to read 8 paragraphs to you guys.
Sure.
So number one of the I don't know if they're in any particular order, but one of the reasons people call off weddings, deep uncertainty about the wedding. Is it cold feet or is it true uncertainty?
Like, why did you say yes then?
Pressure. People feel pressure. I believe that. I believe people feel pressure.
I always felt bad for the people that did the super public proposals, because what if she was like, whoa, let's slow our roll. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's awkward.
Another one, you have a gut feeling this is not right. Again, this is from allwomenstalk.com.
Always trust your gut.
your gut's just telling you this is not right. Something's
Then
not.
probably it's not.
Number 3, which to me should be number 1, pressure. If you feel pressured to get married, that's not good.
I could see that. I've known
That's
several
not
people
good.
that maybe have gotten pregnant and had some pressure from their family to make it official, or something along those lines. So it's like, I get that, because that doesn't mean that it's always right. I know somebody who had a child with their high school sweetheart, and parents on both sides were like, you need to get married.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they're great co-parents. They're just not great together.
I'd rather you be great co-parents than miserable parents together.
Like, they get along fine.
Show your kids nothing but fighting and stuff as they grow up.
Yeah.
Unresolved issues in the relationship. Things that are going on between you guys you haven't fixed yet. You haven't gotten to a compromise. $8:33 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian Lauren here with you. Be listening Alicia Keys' song. When you hear it, that's the cue to call. Call us up. Be caller number 10, hooking you up with a pair of tickets to see her show at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse Saturday, July 15th, 9 o'clock hour. We have a concert announcement for you. We got Mark Johnson joining us from News Channel 5 for a look at the week ahead weather-wise, and missed connections from Craigslist. That's all coming up here on the show here between now and 10 o'clock. Appreciate you guys having us on, listening at Q92radio.com or watching along on the Q92 Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube page like we do every day from 7 till 10. Glad to have you guys with us as we trudge through this Monday. There could be snow tonight. It's almost over. Almost over. I'm gonna ask Mark about that.
Yeah.
Is it true that this is it? This should be the end of snow for this season. This should be the end of the deep frost. See what he says. What do you think? Think we're good?
I hope
think we are.
I think so. After this week, I hope. I mean,
I think we're done. I think it's gonna be 60s and 70s after this week.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean,
no more
we're due.
50s. No more 40s. I want 65 or 72. Hell, give me 80s. I love the summer heat. Some people hate it. I love it.
It depends. You get to a certain point where you're like, whoa, this is a little too much. Back off.
Or you're that girl. I wish it was fall all season long, forever,
I love
ever.
I love fall, but I'm glad that we do live in Ohio so we can experience seasons. Like, we've had that discussion with our family that lives in Florida because they don't really have seasons. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they would come up here sometimes for Thanksgiving and they would be like, oh my gosh, snow. And we'd be like, yep. Like, it was no big deal to us, but it was huge to them. I don't know.
Yes,
it would be boring, I think, if you didn't have seasons.
I'm getting, the older I get, the less I enjoy the winter.
Are you going to be a snowbird
I don't know.
someday?
Because you know what's funny? Talk about where I would, we've talked about, where could we go? I think she'd love to end up one day in like a South Carolina.
Oh, I love the Carolinas.
Am I against that? No. But what's funny is, where I can see myself living? Ocean City, Maryland. Because I follow everything in theirs on social media. They have things all year round at that beach.
Most places do like that, though. So experience some more beaches before you call retirement home Ocean City, Maryland.
I still even think in the winter it would be beautiful to look out over the ocean.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like, it snowed this year for the first time in quite a while down in South Carolina. And people were posting, like, we know people down there, obviously. People were posting pictures of the beach. And it, like, the sand was covered with snow.
Isn't that crazy?
It was very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Very, very weird. I cannot wait to go back to Ocean City. Cannot wait to head back there this year.
I have a question for you.
Not real quick.
It's
We got
quick.
time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was looking at the clock. I got a couple minutes. So I have a question. I don't know if this is just purely a girl thing or a girl and a guy thing. I don't know. Saturday night, I don't know, it was like 11:45. I was standing like kind of in between our kitchen and our family room, but I could see straight out our front picture window. Now we have shears, but I saw like a flashlight moving back and forth. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. because I'm that person. I'm always hyper vigilant about what's going on outside in the neighborhood. Like I'm constantly looking around. So of course I run to a bedroom window that no lights are on, whatever. So I could see outside without them seeing me spying on them, essentially.
I get you.
And I see this person, and I say this person because I still cannot for the life of me tell if it was a man or a woman. Seemed like they had muck boots on, a nightgown, and then what really threw me was the construction vest. You know those construction vests that are like bright yellow and they've got the reflectors on them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Had that, longer gray hair, was walking like a maniac. Like when I say this, I mean like super fast, had their phone flashlight on. And like at first I was like, oh, I wonder if their dog got out. You know what I mean? Like maybe they and just threw on some boots. They were ready for bed.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think that was the case because there's no way. Like Christian, this is how they were looking back and forth with their flashlight. I mean, it was so fast. It was bizarre. And then they went down to the end of the road, turned around, was coming back up past our house again, and like was walking down the very center of the road. Not in a straight line, though. It was the most bizarre thing. Ended up stopping shortly thereafter, doubling back, going back up again. I checked next door today just to see if anybody saw what I saw. We have family that lives on the same street as us. I asked them last night. They're like, no, we didn't see it. But I had the most uneasy feeling and could not go to bed until like incredibly late Saturday night. So my question is like, does that stuff make you uneasy too? Or is it just because I'm a sissy?
Well, they were in your yard?
They like walked past our house several times. And not just ours. I mean, multiple neighbors as well. But I'm like, who's out at 11:45 at night on a Saturday night dressed like that? Walking that fast.
They were dressed so people would see them with the reflector things. So
that is true.
So that means they weren't trying to like hide in the dark. They wanted someone to see them. They were coming down the road.
Yes, but I don't know how you could have seen anything, been looking for an animal that got loose or anything like that with the sheer amount of speed they were walking with and how fast they were like throwing their flashlight back and forth.
They're in a panic. Maybe they lost the contact.
Wouldn't you just call it a loss?
Contacts cost money.
And go to bed?
I don't know what would make them go dun, 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 dun.
I mean, it was crazy. Like, I was just, it made me so uneasy.
The fact that they had a vest on tells me that they wanted to be seen.
Correct.
So that's not somebody trying to like hide and
or like
around.
Scope out homes.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I don't know. I just had a really hard time with it. I was like, I got back up again at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was still awake and like looked again. I'm like, are they out there? Do I see anybody? I like flipped on the back porch light. I don't know. Makes me super paranoid.
No, listen, when I lived in Alliance, I was by that car wash. It was right across from my street on Union. And there's a lot of times I'd be woken up and I'd be like looking across like through my blinds or like I go to a room that was far, you couldn't see me.
Yeah.
I'd watch what was going on. There were many fights there. I saw a car wreck there. Police were there.
Here's the thing.
I used to see a lot of stuff for that little. I watched a rap video get filmed there.
Like, I'm the nosiest person in the world. So, like, we used to have this huge pine tree in our front yard, and Tony hollowed out the bottom part of it for the kids, like, as like a fort when they were younger. The tree's been since cut down and removed. But we used to have some crazy neighbors. They don't live there anymore. But, like, they would fight. Like, the husband and wife would fight. And then one time a fight spilled out into the street between, like, the husband and his stepson, his older stepson, over 18, adult stepson, whatever. And I would like slink out and get in the bottom of that tree so that I could watch the whole thing happen.
Well.
I would creep on the neighbors and from in the tree. I would do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I know over half of you, probably even over 80% of you listening right now, has done some sort of spy on the neighbor situation. Okay.
Yeah, my neighbors were very quiet. I had an old lady, very nice, and I had the car wash in an apartment building.
We've had drama. We've had a couple of people in the neighborhood who have since left.
Mm-hmm.
Like very public family fights and arguments. And I mean, to the one time we looked from the second story of someone's house on our road. The wife was laying down by the car going, "Go ahead, just run me over." She wouldn't let her husband leave the house.
Sounds fun. There's a little bit of that for everyone to see.
Right. I mean, that was like 10 years ago, but
Still counts.
It was still entertaining. Like, what are you doing? Get up. What if he really... Like, okay, she told me to.
Dude, it's just doing what she wanted. Christian, just be like everyone else. Retire to Florida. That's where everyone goes from Ohio. Navarre, Florida is where I'm heading. Most beautiful beaches ever. Don't know if I want to be in Florida. A lot of hurricanes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like the Carolinas are a little safer in that regard. Sometimes you have to, like, evacuate and stuff. And that's not to say, but I feel like Florida's hanging out there. Like, taunting hurricanes. Like, come and get us. We're just way out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. But if I could see myself going there, I could see.
Retiring and where's warm?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I could.
I don't know if I could leave here. I was born here and raised here.
You were.
Like,
and that's the problem with Ohio. It sucks you back in.
it does.
And everybody that is from here guilts you if you try to leave.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Your
It
friends
is.
and family are here. You can't leave us. Like, we're all adults now. Still.
I get it, though. You don't want to see anybody move away. You'd miss them.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, and think
be
of it
all
this way. You get a free place to go vacation where
I
it's
don't
warm.
begrudge anyone if they want to go live somewhere else and try somewhere new. Even if you have them come back anyway. That always happens.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back? Oh, okay. Okay.
That is true.
They do. A lot of them, they end up coming back. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
They miss it.
Tell Lauren, be careful. It sounds like she's in early stages of being a Karen.
Oh, early stages. I'm sorry. I think that we might be a little further along than that. No, I'm just kidding.
Forecast coming up from Mark Johnson. Plus, haven't played Alicia Keys yet. It's all coming up. It's Q92.
Bye.
I'm right there with you, Christian, on the text line. There's no holding it when it hits me. I have a roll of toilet paper in my car just in case. I should have wet wipes in my car.
Really?
Just in case. When we would go on family trips, my dad would always bring toilet paper in the car. He always had
Where'd
it
you
just
go
in
on
case.
vacation?
Buffalo, New York. Well, it was vacation. My dad would go there for his cancer treatment.
I understand that, but there was no rest stops along the way?
Yeah, but just in case.
Oh.
You know, sometimes it's like next rest stop, 35 miles. You apparently have the strongest ass in the world. I don't know.
Maybe it's because my parents made me hold it. I don't know.
I guess not everyone could be like 2 hours. That's fine. I'll just sit here.
I knew people that would take a potty chair with them. Like,
I've never pooped in the woods.
No, I haven't either.
Say I've never done this.
I don't even know that I could.
I
think my body would actually stop it from happening because it'd be like, this is not right.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta go. That's why I have no problem pooping in public. But like in public restrooms.
Yeah.
Not afraid of that. It's called a nest. People make the nest. You're good to go. So you don't want to touch the seat. I will tell you that. Take that. Sometimes they have those things you set on top of them.
Yeah.
If not, take that toilet paper.
That disintegrate the minute that moisture hits them. So if there's anything left on the seat from the previous person, it
become a mama bird. Make a nest. Sit on the nest. You're good to go.
Q92.
Grab a coat and an umbrella. Scattered rain on and off through your Monday. It's going to be chilly, a high only in the middle 40s. Overnight, scattered rain mixing with wet snow. It's going to be windy, a low in the middle 30s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Psychologist hat that I don't really have or own. Some people, and it's sad, only feel validated or feel worth if they're with someone. And they're willing to be with someone they don't truly love just to feel that validation.
I agree.
Just to feel like, for some reason, they feel their worth is determined by someone wanting them.
Right.
And I hate that for those people because no one determines your worth
value.
or your happiness.
Yeah.
You do.
Right.
Someone should share that with you or enhance that with you together the same way you enhance him. It should not be, I'm only cool, I'm only a good person if I'm with someone.
Yeah, like they have to be in a relationship because they have to have that reinforcement because they lack so much self-esteem.
Too many people that are like that. They feel like they need to be with someone to feel validated or to feel worth or to feel like they mean something. And it's not true because that's how you end up unhappy your whole life.
Right.
That's how you end up sitting there one day in the house being like, I am miserable. I don't love this guy or I don't love this girl. And I hate whatever makes people feel like that. I really do. I wish they could zoom out and see, like, you don't need him or her to make you feel good about or be worth something.
No, I agree with that. It's very sad when people feel that way about themselves.
I don't know what makes people feel that way.
I don't know.
Because I see it.
I think it's a lot. I think it's history. I think maybe it's childhood, upbringing, maybe a terrible previous relationship where there was some maybe emotional abuse going on. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's very sad when people feel like
I see it. They
they
can't
have
be
to be
single.
they have to be with somebody in order to be important or feel like I don't know.
They can't be single or they feel like, oh no, I gotta have someone. And they'll date anyone just to have that.
Yeah.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Hi, this is Scott.
Scott, where are we calling from this morning?
Austintown.
All right, Scott, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're the winner.
Amazing. That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome, Scott. You are headed to the Keys to the Summer Tour at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Saturday, July 15th to see Miss Alicia Keys herself. Just tell everybody your favorite station that just made you a winner.
Q92.
How great is that? I could go for some breakfast food right now.
Same.
Bacon, eggs, toast, and pancakes with a glass of orange juice.
Scrambled eggs with some fresh pico de gallo and some avocado.
Pico de gallo. Get over yourself.
Oh, I love pico.
Pico de gallo.
That's probably one of my favorite things ever.
I don't even know what that is.
It's so versatile. Christian, you know what pico is.
No, I don't.
It's chopped up. It's basically like a salsa, but it's like a fresh salsa. So it's garlic, onion, tomatoes, cilantro, some jalapeno, and you toss it with the olive oil and some salt and some cumin. So good.
Just awful.
No, you can eat it on chippies. You can have it on your eggies.
And it would be gross either way. You might as well pee on your plate.
Oh, stop.
That is awful. I could give you maybe for chips, but for breakfast?
Oh, gosh. It's so... Haven't you ever had salsa?
I don't like salsa.
Of course you don't.
Salsa's
I'm surprised,
trash.
though, a little bit, because it's kind of like, it's like a ketchup-y base.
No,
Kind
I
of.
only eat tortilla chips solo with nothing on them.
That's my daughter.
Just salt them, please.
And if she does, she like literally dips it in the salsa, so it's got like the slightest coating of salsa on it, but she doesn't actually like take salsa on her chip.
The slightest is too much. Just give me a handful of Tostitos.
Oh no, Mexicans it's my favorite.
And I
Pico,
don't like those
guacamole.
scoops. The scoops don't taste as good as the normal Tostitos.
I would go with that, except for when you're eating pico, because then it's like a little bowl for your pico. Follow me with this. Do you like white cheese dip? Like Mexican cheese?
No, I don't like cheese.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, Christian.
I'm not going to eat anything with cheese.
I
Unless
guess
it's mac and cheese.
I never remember your cheese affliction because to me, it's like I've never met anybody who doesn't eat cheese. Unless they were like totally lactose intolerant, make them violently ill. That's all.
I only grilled cheese has to be yellow cheese only.
Yes. You'll eat Kraft macaroni and cheese,
Kraft
right?
macaroni and cheese and Velveeta shells and cheese? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You put cheese on my pasta, I won't touch it. Put cheese on my burger, I won't eat it. I will not eat cheese by itself. I don't like cheese on anything except grilled cheese. The best grilled cheese, Panera Bread. It's fantabulous.
I like
Fantastic.
Panera's. I also like Rockneys. You would like Rockneys. It's on Texas toast. So it's thick, like the Panera one with lots of cheese inside.
Gotcha.
Rockneys has a mean grilled cheese.
Gotcha. Steve Lacy, that's Bad Habit right here on today's hit music. It's Q92, 854 coming up on the 9 o'clock hour. Now in the 9 o'clock hour, we got quite a few things here. We're going to get another finalist. I just looked on Twitter. 6 days till Cedar Point Open.
Woo! It's coming.
They got the countdown on their Twitter page.
That's why it needs to warm up. We need to get all these people in the park having fun.
I think Mother Nature knows it's time for Cedar Point.
Yeah.
So. Again, 6 days till it opens, and we're giving away three season passes. 3 people are going to win these. Are you kidding me? You can't win unless you're a finalist, and we're giving you another chance coming up, not only on the radio here in the 9 o'clock hour, but I think we have one for our people watching on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
We sure do. If you're listening right now, you can go over and check out the new live video feed that we have of the morning show every morning on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Just check in with us. Give that live a like. Check in, say good morning, and at the end of the show, we'll pick a stream finalist for those who are streaming the live video from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
So that's coming at the 9 o'clock hour. Also, Mark Johnson, News Channel 5, going to join us like he does every Monday now in the 9 o'clock hour. Update us what he's up to and what the weather week looks ahead. Maybe some of you got big plans. Like I said, maybe this weekend you're looking to go to a Rubber Ducks game or a Guardians game. We'll find out what the weather's going to be like for that. Maybe you got plans during the week. Maybe you got high school softball, baseball, track meets to go to. I feel bad for spring sport parents. Me and Mark and Sal talking about that on Friday. We were saying, what a miserable, you think like football because it gets cold later. I would argue, no, spring's worse. Half the games get postponed and rained out. The track meets, you guys are running in like 40-degree weather with snow in your face, and you're running a 100-meter dash or a 400-meter race or the relay. And like softball, baseball, or you're playing in mud, and yesterday
morning,
you're sitting out there in that 40-degree weather.
Yeah. Ugh. My son had a friend spend the night on Saturday night, and he had to get up and be gone by like 10 o'clock because he had a game on Sunday. And it was raining. I was like, this sucks. They didn't call the game, and Anthony's like, it's not lightning, Mom. It's just a little rain.
No, it's just rain.
I'm like, oh, I would hate that.
So I'm saying, I just think it's spring sports for like the high school seasons. I think it's the worst. Like I said, and I feel bad, like baseball and softball teams, you get to play maybe half your schedule.
Right.
How many of those? You can't make up all those games.
No, there's no way. But then how do you really know, like, complete season? Like, you didn't give everybody a chance to play who they were supposed to play. Doesn't that affect win-loss record?
I'm sure the OHSA figures it out.
Okay.
It's just not even that when you're playing. You're just playing in some of the worst weather.
Yeah.
I swear to God, not to say, back in my day, but I feel like back in my day, it was warmer this time of year.
I agree with that.
And when I was in high school, you had decent weather.
I think it's warming up later and staying warm longer. Does that make sense? Because I don't ever remember like November and December having 60-degree days. And here we are. We've done it.
Yep. I use football as a barometer. I've been calling football games for like 15 years between Youngstown and here on the radio.
Yeah.
And I used to, by the time end of September, October came around, I was wearing jeans, coats to the games. Man, last year, up until playoffs, I was still wearing shorts.
Yeah.
To call games.
That's true.
Well, like a zip-up hoodie, at least, like at the most.
Right.
Like it was still like highs in the high 60s or 70s. It was in October.
Right.
Oh, that's 9 o'clock hour coming up. Cedar Point finalist Mark Johnson and Misconnections from Craigslist. That's what's coming up for you guys. Stay tuned. It's Lotto and Lottery. It's Q92. Text message: when your lady analyzes the whole damn movie. I love you, sweetie, but Rage Room. Yeah, some people, yeah. They're not fun to watch movies with. I get that.
I don't like the movie talker necessarily. Like, let's talk about it after the movie's over. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I've watched movies with people that'll talk during the movie, and I'm like, we'll have a group discussion after the movie.
How about you shut up?
Right. How about we just watch the movie? I don't need
to know
your
afterwards.
opinion. Right.
Until then, why don't we just shut up?
Yeah.
A warm glass of shut the hell up. What movie?
Oh my gosh. Happy Gilmore.
There you go.
Sorry, it was right there. I just needed a second.
There you go. You got that one.
I did. Sometimes I'll surprise you.
No, but you can trouble me for a glass of shut the hell up.
Warm glass of.
You're in my world now, Grams.
Yeah.
Now you
Granny.
will go to sleep or I will put you to sleep.
Yeah. And that was what? Ben Stiller, wasn't it? He was the orderly? Yeah.
It sure was. Family forgetting my 9-year-old son's birthday, Rage Room.
Oh.
That is definitely how do you forget?
That is terrible. That's so terrible.
That is awful.
I'm sorry.
May some of them poop their pants. It's fair punishment. Or get diarrhea on the beach in August.
You really have an affliction with diarrhea on the beach. You've said this a lot.
Where do you go? Where do you go?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so speaking of, my son's playing basketball right now. Can we talk about how the NBA has influenced some of these middle schoolers to do the flop to try and draw a foul call?
Got the kids flopping?
Oh my gosh, but they're terrible at it, so it's hilarious. It doesn't even look natural.
Like after it already happened?
Yeah, like, so they get there's contact, be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. There's the flop. Like, guys, that's not how this works.
Are they coaching that?
What do you mean?
To try to flop?
I don't know. It wasn't kids on my son's team, thank goodness, but one of the kids on the other team flopped, and it was, wow. But we've seen it before. They start doing this. I guess the coach is okay with it. If I were the coach, I'd be like, knock it off. But I'm not the coach.
Yeah,
Not even close.
We're not flopping.
Right. We're not doing that. This is middle school basketball.
Can we not flop?
Right.
Like, this game's hard enough to watch. You're 8.
Exactly. You guys keep turning the ball over left and right.
The score's 3-1, 3-2. All right. It's the fourth quarter.
Well, it's not that bad.
Can we please stop?
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Then we begin the 6 straight cloudy days. And I hate days with no sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine.
Yeah, Thursday, 62 is all you get. Friday, rain. Saturday, rain. Sunday, rain. Monday, rain. Tuesday, rain. Wednesday, rain. The hottest temperature in those days?
65.
Saturday, 63.
No.
The
I had
coldest?
65 on mine.
Monday, 48. Now, I will say, starting not this weekend, next weekend, we're back to the 70, 69, 70, 72.
Thank God.
But I listen, I can even take the cold if you give me sunshine.
Yeah.
But looking at 6 straight days of cloudy, I'm like, oh, God. Oh, my chakra is going to be off.
Oh, I
already
hate
tell.
when Christian's chakra is off. Everybody pays.
My chakra and something's in retrograde. So, oh, my God.
I'll get you some stones. It'll be fine.
I think Pluto's in retrograde, so I know I'm going to be in trouble, too. I don't know. But good morning, everybody. How are you? Hopefully you're having
You really busted out
good
your
stuff.
chakra.
Chakras. You know where I learned about that? Robin Big on MTV.
Really?
They did a whole episode about chakras.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hung this like wallpaper.
Yeah.
It was supposed to help their inner chi.
Yeah.
It was a funny episode.
There you go.
Shout out to Robin Big. Great, great, great show. Shame that it ended early. But what an amazing, hilarious show it was.
Yeah, it was.
That still can't be streamed anywhere for free.
No, I know. We did that deep dive.
Yeah, someone texted. It was like, it's on this. We looked it up. We're like, no, it's not. Not unless you buy it. Carpenter nonsense right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, 7 minutes after 9. Good morning, everybody. Christian Lauren here with you on the radio, streaming online at Q92radio.com. And, of course, you can watch along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page. Thanks for having us on. Appreciate you joining us any way you're taking in the show here this morning. Coming up, another opportunity to become a finalist for our Cedar Point Season Passes contest. Also, Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 going to be joining us, checking in, letting us know what the weather's going to be like the whole week ahead. We're going to do every Monday now with Mark. We have that coming up for you. Missed connections as well from Craigslist. But we have a concert announcement to make right now.
Do we ever?
Got a big one coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. How about this announcement here? How about these guys are coming to Cleveland? That's right. Oingo Boingo.
No.
Nope. Aerosmith. Are you kidding me? And what could be? Very well could be their last ever tour.
Well, they're calling it the farewell tour, so unless they pull a,
every other band?
You're right. This could
every
very well
other
be
band
it.
ever?
Yeah.
Remember the Eagles? We're done. Never again. We all hate each other.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
They announced about 10 minutes ago that after 50 years, 10 world tours, and playing for over 100 million fans, it's time for one last go. So these rock legends are coming with special guests, the Black Crowes.
Oh,
I'm a little surprised
show.
they skipped out on Chumbawamba, but the Black Crowes are going to be good too.
Good show. Black Crowes? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
That is a great show. So, there you go. Aerosmith with the Black Crowes coming to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I'll bet you we're going to have tickets to give away.
I bet you we are too. This show is scheduled for September 21st. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. So
awesome. Thought we'd give you some Aerosmith since we're announcing that, and that's awesome. They're coming here. One of my all-time favorites. Crying. Still remember this music video with Alicia Silverstone?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, everybody. It's Aerosmith, Crying. They're coming to Cleveland. It's Q92. Are you looking to make some easy money? How? Do you like motorcycles? I do not. If you go on a motorcycle run with me tomorrow, I will give you $100. Why? I don't want to ride by myself. Sorry, but no thank you. Here's the best part.
Okay.
This run is for two little kids that were born handicapped. I'll bet you feel sorry now.
Dummy. Yeah.
Major dummy. That deserves it. Hit the button again.
Dummy. Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Seriously? Okay, so it was probably like a poker run. But see, he didn't, if he,
well,
shouldn't the conversation have been like, hey, I have a poker run tomorrow. It's benefiting 2 disabled children. I don't want to do it alone. Would you come? That conversation may have ended differently.
I just don't think you ask a girl you've never hung out with if she would like to go on a motorcycle ride with you.
And not even tell her that it's a charitable,
Well, joke's on you. It was for charity.
If that's even true. I mean,
that is funny. He was going to pay her $100. 100 smackaroos.
Why don't you give that $100 to that charity that you're riding for and just don't go? Just donate.
Boom. Bangarang. Lauren.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love that. was like, man, how cold is it? Because I do this thing now when I'm looking at something, I go, Alexa, what's the temperature in this city? It's like 60. It's like 67.
That's your new thing. Is
what I do. We watching a game. I'm like, hey, what's the weather where that is? And then okay. All right.
Interesting. You just have to know what it's like there.
Yeah. Like they showed a Dallas Cowboys draft party.
Yeah. You're like,
everyone's that's how it's like, Alexa, what's the temperature in Dallas, Texas? 75. I'm like, oh, it's nice, beautiful. Okay.
I think that's so funny.
Okay, it's good. They got nice. That's no wonder everyone's in t-shirts. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And then I hear Kansas City is like 65. Oh, that's like us. That's like us.
Do you regurgitate that information like to the fiance or the daughter? Like you're sitting
they're
there
in the
like,
room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see.
I just because we have Alexa over the house. So
I gotcha.
we got
Okay.
living room, bedrooms. We're just like our thermostat's Alexa. But yeah, I'll just be watching a game. Doesn't matter what it is. Like I'll watch the Guardians in Washington D.C. I'm like, okay, Alexa, what's the temperature in D.C.? Oh, 60. Oh, that's cold. I just sit there.
Just have to know.
For some reason, that's a new thing with me. I got to know when I'm watching a sporting event or I see fans out. I'm like, well, what's it like there?
I'm really concerned for you. Like
I also
you're aging
almost daily. I'll ask what the weather's going to be like here.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, Alexa, what's the weather in Ocean City, Maryland? Because it gets me going thinking about vacation.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
It's Ocean City, Maryland. What's the temperature?
My husband always laughs at me because I'll be like, what's it supposed to be like next week? Or what's it supposed to be like tomorrow? And he's like, don't you literally look at the weather like 7 times during your show? I'm like, yeah, but we're so busy. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't stick in my brain.
No, it's impossible. Dude, we talk for 4 hours.
I know.
You think I remember anything I say?
Right. That's how some people will be
Barely.
like, oh, they'll walk up to me and they'll be like, oh, that was really funny what you guys were talking about. It takes me a second. I'm like, oh, we were talking about that. I don't know.
They'll be like, oh, when was that? Someone will be like, oh, it's today. I'm like, no kidding.
Yeah.
I just pretend to go, oh my God, yeah, I do remember that. That was a crazy show. And I had him like, oh, please don't call me out. Don't ask me any more questions because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's funny.
That's usually what I do. I have gone down the Morgan Wallen rabbit hole this morning. Now, I didn't even know this happened, so I'm not even going to pretend like I followed this over the weekend. I did not. But apparently my man was in Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah. Ole Miss.
He was doing 2 shows and 2 nights, I believe.
Yes.
The second night, he canceled said show. Now, that's happened before. I asked Lauren, I've never been to a concert and end up being canceled. I'm lucky it's never happened to me. I don't know if you've ever went to a concert and actually ended up being canceled. I don't know if it was due to weather or the artist couldn't perform. Every once in a while, it happens.
It does.
It absolutely happens. So it's not
and
like
most of the time, people are understanding about it.
Now, I'm on Twitter. Now, and I'll grant you, Twitter is a cesspool.
It is.
Of the worst humans in the world.
It is. It's true.
So let's take that into consideration. But it seems like what a lot of people are mad at Morgan Wallen about, because Twitter is upset, is not necessarily that he canceled the show.
It's when he canceled it.
The fact that when. Apparently, he canceled the show very close to the beginning of the show, like minutes, like the opening acts played.
Yes.
And the excuse was he lost his voice and could not perform. Fans are of the assumption that he probably knew that earlier.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't walking to the stage and all of a sudden, hey guys, it's going to be a great show. That probably didn't happen. Oh my God. That probably didn't happen. People don't think that happened. Okay? So people are thinking he knew this.
Q92.
Grab a coat and an umbrella. Scattered rain on and off through your Monday. It's going to be chilly, a high only in the middle 40s. Overnight, scattered rain mixing with wet snow. It's going to be windy, a low in the middle 30s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Here on today's Hit Music Q92, it is Christian and Lauren here in the morning. And it's time once again to be joined by one of the most famous people in all of Cleveland.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the greatest weathermen of all time.
That is absolutely true.
He's gone viral.
Yeah,
He does amazing Facebook Live.
he does.
He entertains you while telling you the weather.
That is correct.
I'm his hype man. It is Mark Johnson from News Channel 5 joins us now every Monday to chat for a couple minutes and give us a look ahead at what we can expect weather-wise. Mark, good morning. How we doing?
The check is in the mail, my friend.
That was good hype, wasn't it? That was pretty good hype.
That was great. Am I giving you feedback? I got to figure out this system here. I want to make sure I don't do feedback.
No, you sound great.
Yeah, you're good. Believe it or not.
Good. I'm out. I'm so cold. I'm shaking out here, sitting out on my patio on this Monday morning. I just checked the thermometer and it's 39 degrees. Happy May 1st, by the way.
I know, and hearing your forecast all morning, I know we got a little nothing big, but a little chance of some snow around this area overnight and stuff. Are we close to the final end, like to where you can say, you know what, we're almost done, or do we still need to brace ourselves?
I think so. I think we're stuck in this persistent little cooler weather pattern for the first 8 to 10 days of May. And then once we're out of it, we're going to be done with it. We're going to break out and we'll probably go to summer like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be chilly. And all of a sudden, when the thing snaps back, it's going to snap back in a big way. And we're going to not be wearing pants. That's how it's going to go.
That's
about
fun.
Mark. That's what I'm talking. No, because I've seen you talking. I forget what you've called it. Something that like this thing that has been here weather-wise that's been keeping the cold air. I forget what you called it.
Omega block. Okay.
For those
an Omega block. I dated a girl named Omega Block way back in college, but no, it's when you have a high pressure that gets stuck in the middle of the country, and then you get two low pressures on each side, and it forms like the Greek letter Omega on the weather map, and it just stays where it is for days and weeks at a time. And so we're on the cooler side of it. We're under that low pressure over the Great Lakes, and today is the result. You're going to see, middle 40s today. I mean, that's it. You're going to see some scattered rain on and off. It'll be chilly with wind gusting near 30 miles per hour. So it's going to be one of those raw days that you would expect in March. Certainly not in early May, but here we are, and we'll do it again tomorrow too. Same story. We'll be in the middle 40s, maybe upper 40s. And then we'll slowly, by the weekend, be able to get you back into the 60s. So the trade-off is by Saturday and Sunday, I think the weather's looking better.
Oh,
that's one thing I was going to mention while we had you on, Mark, too, is the fact that, I think this weekend, both the Guardians and the Rubber Ducks are home. And if anyone was thinking about, hey, I want to check out a Rubber Ducks game in Akron, I want to head up to a Progressive Field. Saturday, Sunday might be decent days to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking, 65 to 70 for Saturday and Sunday, and that's not bad. And right now, I think the rain chances for Saturday and Sunday look pretty minimal. So I'm optimistic that if we sacrifice our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll be able to celebrate for Cinco de Mayo. And, of course, the Derby is this weekend as well.
Yes.
So I know Lauren's got her hat ready to go.
I do.
I got my hat.
I love
my Derby hat right here. See? My Derby hat. It stands for Christian.
There you go.
I like it.
I am your hype.
Christian Bigglesworth, see?
There you go. We can't not talk to you without getting a garden update, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting out here actually bird watching on my deck.
Oh,
and May 1st is the time really you see the migratory birds arrive in mass. Like the summer birds, the orioles, the grosbeaks, the catbirds, the wrens. Usually May 1st is that red letter day. Well, I'm sitting out here waiting to come on the air with you, and I saw my first oriole. Ooh. I did. I saw my first Baltimore oriole return. So even though it's cold and they don't like it chilly, they're trying to make their way up. They're certainly it's certainly not great bird watching weather, but you can do it, and it's not great gardening weather either. I'm going to have to repot my tomato plants, which I've got little seedlings in the basement right now. I'm going to have to repot them, but I'm going to have to do it in the garage because it's just too cold outside.
Yeah, for sure. I could told Christian this earlier. Like, you would have thought that it was a gorgeous weekend. We were at both Home Depot and Lowe's over the weekend. It was a madhouse and people buying plants. I was like, no. Mark Johnson says not quite yet. You've got some freeze warnings still. Like,
well, you're going to get snow. And remember, your tomatoes and your peppers don't like this cold weather. Certainly not your cucumbers. I know there are diehard folks who, the first warm day next week are going to, put out their vegetable plants in the garden, and they stand a real chance that they're not going to do well. Might even lose them. Number one, it can be too wet. The ground's going to be too wet. It's got to dry out. It's too chilly. The ground is too cold. The ground's got to warm up.
Yeah.
And I never really consider putting my vegetables in the ground until probably about the third week of May. And this year, you're definitely going to want to wait till the third week, maybe even the fourth week of May before you do anything outside. Because look at me, I'm shivering.
Yeah, it's
so everyone
ridiculous.
Just calm down on the planting. Give it a couple more weeks and you'll be good.
Give it a couple more weeks. Just do what I do. Bring all your plants into the hearth room and make your wife scream at you.
Oh, hey.
There we go.
She'll be happy when you have a great garden this summer.
That's true. When I start bringing in the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, always a pleasure. I love getting the week outlook for the weather, and I love getting gardening tips because I know a lot of people take them to heart and know what they're doing.
I'm right here for you.
I always a pleasure every Monday, man.
40 degrees on a Monday morning, first day of May, kind of hits different, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed, it does. And by the way, you were right about the Cavs, by the way, last week.
Oh, my gosh.
You were right about that. Until next year, I guess.
Spot on, actually.
I mean, it wasn't even competitive. I'm so sad for the Cavs, but now it's on to the Guardians and maybe even the Browns. We hope spring is eternal.
That's right.
Yes, it is. Mark, it is always a pleasure. Can't thank you enough for joining the show every Monday. We'll get you your weekly forecast and gardening tips again next Monday.
I can see my breath.
Hopefully next week when you join us, it'll be a little warmer.
Hope so, too. Take care.
All right, here we go. Mark Johnson, News Channel 5, joins us every Monday in the 9 o'clock hour to tell you what the week ahead looks like for weather and your gardening tips. Guys, wait. Don't garden yet. Don't plant those plants yet.
No, if you buy them, that's fine, but bring them in. Keep them in somewhere warm or bring them in the garage and make sure they're protected. Otherwise, Mark, you heard it from Mark Johnson. You're gonna end up without any plants in your garden.
Someone texted, I put my veggie plants out in the morning and bring them in at night.
There you go. Give them the sunshine they need and then bring them in.
Love Mark Johnson.
I do too.
That is fun.
He's my fave.
You know what else is fun? We still got some stuff for you here in the last half hour of the show. We're going to get a finalist for Cedar Point passes. We're giving away 3 season passes to 3 listeners this week. We're going to give you a chance to become a finalist and miss connections. It's all coming up. It's Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits on Q92. I get to play the fun game with Lauren again.
Oh,
it's my favorite game in the whole wide world. I want to play it now while we have a minute or two. It's a question I asked Lauren about a musical artist.
And Lauren does terrible
at knowing. She does terrible and oftentimes guesses before I'm even done giving her clues.
Hey, I mean, sometimes I get excited because I think I know it.
Makes no sense when I'm trying to help her. She's like, Taylor Swift.
That's usually the
Here's
first
something I can tell you right now.
Out.
This has nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
Darn it. Okay. I'm ready.
And again, maybe one of these days I'm going to pick one that you read already and and you'll just knock it out of the park.
Maybe.
An artist set the new record for the most singles, not albums, singles, to go diamond. Now, diamond means it was bought or sold, whatever. They sold 10 million copies of that single or whatever, streamed or whatever. I'm not sure how they do it anymore because we don't go buy records like we used to.
Right.
But 10 million, you have to surpass 10 million to get, so it's beyond platinum. It's diamond. And an artist recently set the record. He now has 8, and it's a he, has 8 of them. And I say again, not albums, singles. It is a core artist of this station. It is a single person. It is not a group, a singing group, or a band. It is one man. We play his old stuff. We play his new stuff.
The Weeknd.
That's not a bad guess.
Oh,
It's not a bad
Okay, hold on. Do I get a second guess?
I mean, you can't win now, but I suppose I'll let you guess again. I don't consider that a bad guess. Don't consider that was not a bad guess.
Post Malone.
Yes, Post
Are
Malone.
you serious? And you watched me. No
Yeah.
Google.
Well, it was
I
your
didn't
second guess.
I know, but I feel like I had 2 solid guesses. At least I was in the ballpark.
You did.
Okay.
He has 8 singles
Wow.
that have gone now diamond.
Good for him.
That's
I feel like Chemical's on its way.
That's pretty impressive. Oh, your Chemical's doing great.
Yeah, people love that
song is.
I like it.
You think back of he's been here a minute now.
Yeah.
And you think about how many songs, even his old stuff, that you'll still hear on the radio. People still play.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has the new mark with 8. I mean,
Well
some
done.
of his Circles went diamond. Better Now. I Fall Apart. That's just some of them.
Makes sense.
I mean, Sunflower with Sway Lee.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of songs there, but yeah, my man does pretty good with singles.
Good for him.
He's back out with Chemicals. Yeah, listen for that on Q92 because we're obviously playing that.
I do wonder, though, how many of the weekends. Because he's had to have had some.
Oh, yeah. You see, but I think somewhere I got to scroll here on TV, live on the show now to see. 'Cause I think somewhere in this article it did say who else is in that list.
Yeah.
But now, I want to find it real quickly. I no longer can read and comprehend words. Let me see. The previous owner of the record was Bruno Mars with 6.
I believe that.
That's the only other name I see on it.
Okay.
So Bruno Mars had 6. The very first person to get the award for Diamond was Elton John
Oh.
for Something About the Way You Look Tonight and Candle in the Wind.
I wonder where Prince falls. You think Prince would have a few, too?
In February of this year, Halsey got one for Without Me.
Okay.
So Halsey's done it once. There you go.
I'm real proud of myself. I'm sorry. I'm not disappointed in my performance at all.
Why would you be? Why would you be? Text message. What pisses me off is when you're driving along and 3 damn deer decide to run out in front of you. Rage room. Hopefully you didn't hit any of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's fine. But yeah, it's not. It'll get your heart rate
It really will.
to see them.
I almost killed Thumper the other day coming to work. I forgot to tell you about that.
A rabbit? You
Yeah.
almost killed a rabbit?
I mean, he just darted right out, and then I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw him roll.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, you
oh my
did get
God.
it.
But then he got up and he totally kept
Oh.
hopping. So I'm hoping I just maybe the air from my tire knocked him over because he was able to get over to the side of the road.
I did. I murdered a possum once in a minivan.
Oh.
But I'm convinced he committed suicide.
He threw himself out in front of you?
Because he ran out, saw the lights, turned around to go off the road, and then at the last second, came back out.
Changed his mind.
Got him with the double thud.
Christian.
Got him with the double thud.
Oh.
And I was with a girl at the time. And she was in tears.
Yes.
And I was offended.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
I was offended. I was like, oh, yeah, because I veered at him. That's what I did.
Right.
I was like, the guy ran off the road, then came back on. What you want to do, hit a tree?
Well.
When the minivan's moving, honey, it's moving. We can't slow this train down. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
And he waves right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Thank you again to Mark Johnson. Always fun when he checks in, gives us the outlook for the week as far as weather goes. Also coming up here in a matter of moments, we'll be getting a finalist for our Cedar Point passes. But right now, 9 o'clock hour on a Monday, that means we're going to Craigslist looking for some missed connections. Again, it's getting harder and harder to sift through the ones that aren't just looking for
a little booty call.
A little carnal knowledge, if you will.
They're very creative in their use of words and making it sound like something as simple as a fishing expedition.
But they're really not. Let me see here. Let's go to Canton, Sippo Lake parking lot. Talk about how the hell is this going to work. We waved and smiled at each other around 2 p.m. You were in a silver Honda. Let's chat. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
You're in a silver Honda and you scour Craigslist. You're good to go. Tractor Farmer Supply, Belden Village. Was with mother looking at chicks and ducklings.
Aww.
You walked in, went straight to the same area. I moved my cart, and then we walked away. And then you left the store to your Honda and left.
What is with the Honda?
I don't know. Seeing if this was a connection or just in my head. If this was you, tell me what color your Honda was and type of shirt you were wearing.
Was it silver?
Hope you see this. First time ever posting on here.
I'm sorry, was that, you said that was Tractor Supply?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Guy at Guy is up in Ashland at a gym. We're both working out on Friday, two middle-aged guys. We exchanged a few glances. Would like to know you better if you happen to see this.
Ooh, honey.
Didn't even say what gym. Like, guys, you need. There's a few gyms in Ashland, I'm sure.
I'm sure, but there's probably not like 10.
There's more than one.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet you've run into quite a few middle-aged guys working out at gyms.
Do you know what I want to know?
And older guys naked in the back.
Yeah. I want to know how many people are listening to this and they go, oh my God, I was at Tractor Supply this weekend. Oh,
I have
a Honda.
Could I be that man?
It's silver.
And finally, Walmart, Big Guy, Winchester, West Virginia. I'm looking to the nice, big, older, bearded, chub trucker guy at the store. We make eye contact a few times. Get back to me if you see this, or if you looks like him, catcher man here. He's not talking about baseball, folks.
No.
And that's a quick look around the world of Craigslist. It's getting dirtier and dirtier.
You guys are seedy.
There was a day, Misconnections was great, and it was all about people really trying to find each other. You perverts came along. You just took it all over.
So
they had to take it away for a while.
Yeah. It's not like the days of what's that? If you love pina coladas. It's not like that anymore, where it's innocent, like long walks on the beach.
No, but it really was a lot of people trying to find, like, legitimately trying to find people.
Yeah.
Like, funny, but, like, not sexual.
Right.
Now it's like,
oh, it's all sexual.
you got to dig through all the, like, need a plumber, I'm backed up. Joe, okay.
Bring your plunger.
I'm sure Roto-Rooter's going to call you right back. Like that, you know what I mean? That happens. It's all like stuff like that. Or like, oh, lumberman, need wood. Like, guys.
Come swing your big ass.
Yeah, it's like, come on. Like, oh my God, I have no idea what you meant. You totally tricked us here at Craigslist. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's Pink and Trust Fall. It's Q92. Oh, man. All right, let's go now and read some more. Again, feel free to keep sending them in. I enjoy them all.
Yeah, and don't forget, we're live over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can join the conversation.
A conversation they were having. They obviously had talked before. This seems to be a Tinder one. You here? The girl writes, what? Do you have a new girlfriend? He writes back, yeah, we're not dating yet, but we've started talking. Fantastic response by the girl.
He's leaving the door cracked.
Makes sense as to why you stopped sending me wiener pics.
Dummy. Yeah.
Just a reminder, girls don't really like those, gentlemen.
Not at all. Not even a little.
Another one here. This looks to be a Facebook one between a girl and a guy. The girl sent one response. The guy sent a lot. Question. Wrote back, answer. Thin crust or deep dish pizza? Better question. How in the world are you single? We matched on Tinder, by the way. I know you're out of my league, but figured I'd take a shot anyway. Have a good night. Here's my favorite one. I could write you a song.
So we went from pizza to you're hot to let me
How are
write
you
you a
single?
song. Right.
Which I'm not convinced is necessarily a compliment. I know it's always
I would
intended.
be like, yeah, dude, how am I single? Like, that's where you get mad. You don't think she's frustrated?
It's always intended as a compliment, but it's one of those compliments you give that sometimes people are like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could write you a song. Then you
It's
wrote,
like,
tough crowd. I've probably had too much Jack Daniels. Sorry. So he offered to write her a song.
I would have been like, yes, and send it in a voice note. And then I would have shared it to my social media.
Ever. Send it in the voice note.
Hey, it's Nicolina, your midday diva, and you need to join us every Thursday at 11 a.m. for Downtown with the Diva.
And start flavor.
So we'll give you weekend plans
And an amazing local giveaway just for you.
Make sure you join us every single Thursday at 11 a.m. on Q92.
Who is this? Call now to win season passes to Cedar Point.
There it is. There's a cue to call. Look at that phone lineup. How would you like to become a finalist for a chance to win season passes to Cedar Point? We are hooking up 3 listeners of this radio station with a pair of season passes. 3 of you. But you can't be one of them unless you're a finalist. Guess who's got a chance right now? You do. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck. Oh, yes. That okay. Now I do remember that story. That was at Studio Fit 1.
oh my gosh, you blew up Rick's studio?
No, I was getting changed. I had to get changed in my gym clothes.
Okay. Oh,
No,
and someone
and I
walked
was-
in on you changing.
I was in there, used the bathroom. I thought I locked the door. I swear to you, I locked the door
Yeah.
because I was very cognizant of where I was. And there was a bathroom, only one bathroom. And yeah, the trainer girl walked right in while I was mid-change.
Not Mary. Was it Mary?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Mary would have laughed at Mary, and I would have laughed about it for
Okay.
the day. No, but that was funny. And then I had to take the class with her after that. I had to go sit on a damn ball and bicycle, knowing this girl just walked in and saw me changing. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole time, like, only you, Christian, only you would get into this situation.
Some people don't care. This whole first look thing is like a thing. You know about the first look?
No, I don't.
Or like, well, okay, so they'll have the groom, they'll have their videographer come. Their groom will stand there. The bride will sneak in behind him.
Oh, yeah, then make a
then he
video.
turns around. They make a video. They get
cries.
the first reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Oh, can't leave her in a white dress. I had no idea. No, I get it. I actually saw a girl there getting pictures taken. She looked like she was in, I don't know if it was a wedding dress.
Okay.
It was white and it had like flowers on it, not like part of the pattern.
Okay.
And it was a flowing, gorgeous. Looked beautiful.
Maybe people out.
I'm like, are people starting to get like wedding dresses and aren't so just plain white? Or was that maybe just a very formal dress?
I think so. Well, you don't have to go with white.
It was white, but
you could do ivory. People have had like
flowers everywhere, and I thought she looked stunning. A text message. What pisses me off is when you're driving along and 3 damn deer decide to run out in front of you. Rage room. Hopefully you didn't hit any of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's fine. But yeah, it's not. It'll get your heart rate.
It really will.
To see them.
I almost killed Thumper the other day coming to work. I forgot to tell you about that.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
You almost killed a rabbit?
I mean, he just darted right out, and then I looked at my rearview mirror and I saw him like roll.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. But then he got up and he totally kept hopping. So I'm hoping I just like maybe like the air from my tire like knocked him over because he was able to get over to the side of the road.
I did. I murdered a possum once in a minivan.
Oh.
But I'm convinced he committed suicide.
Like he threw himself out in front of you?
Because he ran out, saw the lights, turned around to go off the road, and then at the last second, came back out.
Changed his mind.
Got him with the double thud.
Christian.
Got him with the double thud.
Oh.
And I was with a girl at the time, and she was like in tears.
Yes.
And I was like offended.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
I was like offended. I was like, oh, yeah, because I veered at him. Like, that's what I did.
Right.
I was like, the guy ran off the road, then came back on. Like, what you want to do, hit a tree?
Well.
Like, when the minivan's moving, honey, it's moving. We can't slow this train down. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Shayna, you're now in the running to win a pair of Cedar Point passes where you can hang out and have access to America's favorite amusement park all summer long. Just tell everybody your favorite radio station that just made you finalist.
Q92, thank you.
You're very welcome, Christina. You're now in the running. And you have a chance to get a phone call from Lauren and myself. We're making 3 of them Thursday morning. Hooking you guys up with season passes to Cedar Point, which is 6 days away from opening, by the way.
That is true.
The
Also,
countdown.
if you didn't get through on the phone line, that's okay. We are going to end the live stream broadcast here in a couple minutes. But before then, we need to tell you who our finalist is on the live stream. Every day, you can head over and watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. All you got to do is check in, like the stream, and say good morning, and you're automatically entered to be our stream finalist for that day. At the end of the show, we pull one of you lucky winner, or one of you lucky viewers, I should say, from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And today is Renee Kumar.
Renee. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, she checked in around 8:34 this morning, and we'll be reaching out to you to get your information. But congratulations. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Do it again tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have more chance to become a finalist for Cedar Point. We'll have the Rage Room.
Whoa, I love Rage Room
the 8
days.
o'clock hour, plus some other prizes, maybe some concert tickets to give away. I guess you'll have to check back and see what all we have for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Thank you guys all for taking in the show today, whether you listen on the radio, streamed us online at Q92radio.com, or whether you watched on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We appreciate you very much. Congratulations to all our winners today. We have Melissa from Berlin Center. She won our cracked egg trivia question today. Scott from Austintown, who is a big Alicia Keys fan. He was caller number 10. He won tickets to that. And as far as our Cedar Point finalist, Christina from Canton, Pam from North Canton, and Trisha from East Sparta. So we hooked up North Canton, East Sparta, Berlin Center, Austintown, and Canton today.
Wow, I don't know that you could get any more like...
Spread it around.
Yeah.
We spread it all around
all
today.
that love.
Love it, love it, love it. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys as always. Thank you to Jake for producing the video and the show on YouTube,
Thank you, Jake.
on Facebook and Twitter. Does it every day. Works his tail off. Thank you very much. And we'll be back to do it again tomorrow. Thank you guys. Nicolina's in here next. Keller in after that. And then Ryan at night, live and local all day long. It's the Jonas Brothers. It's Waffle House. It's 9:55. It's Q92. Have a great day, everybody.